Sucking on my own dick. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my dicks.
All right, we're recording.
All right, good thing that wasn't captured on my.
So Nick, you were saying, and I quote, "You can't just be Chinese."
Yeah, you can't just be Chinese. I was trying to. It was another Louis thing.
Oh man, we are here with the bad boy himself, Matt Byrne.
Matt Byrne.
bad
from the
boy.
from the original buried
Yeah, from the OG
from
deleted.
the OG canceled coward
Did I
hour.
ever
Yeah.
tell you I listened to it? I was on vacation with my family, and I was just listening to the old one because I felt sad. I was like,
You're
oh,
like,
look
I
at
miss
old
my
boys.
friends. Man, I should do that. I bet I would cry.
It was a decent episode. I was like, I expected it to be bad.
nice.
The problem
The
with
name
this,
of the episode was just 9/11.
I don't think I listened. The problem with your guys' episode was never the content. It was just like hold the fucking mic close to your mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
Lemaire is so bad at audio.
it was completely Lemaire. You
Like-
let him be in charge.
Yeah. It was the craziest. One time, he literally handed me like a Rock Band mic, like a PS2 fucking.
That's hilarious.
He's my favorite retard.
He's the only.
what a large retarded man.
I'm your second favorite retard.
Yeah,
He's the only element of. I was telling Matt. I was like, I do wish we had Lemaire.
It would
in
be
this
nice.
incarnation. I love his retarded black
yeah,
wisdom.
'cause he's funny. He occupies a lot of space. You know, like in a room like this where it's really echoey, he would really like keep the reverb down.
Yeah, right. Well, hopefully it
'cause
doesn't.
his body would absorb sound.
I mean, I just love Lemaire because like Lemaire would talk about like the way he would talk about women.
Just so foreignly.
So well, no, but also like there was a he had like a confidence to explaining his methods that did not. The man was a fucking fat virgin. He was like he was a what like a 27-year-old virgin.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fucking
Never-
now though.
He's fucking now.
Oh, he's fucking a lot.
well, he would talk like Patrice O'Neill about fucking.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
he would. You're right.
I remember one time, maybe like 6 months ago, I went in his room, and it's like after he was fucking, and it just smelled.
Of course it did. Of course it did.
It's the most pungent smell. It's like wet.
Oh my god.
And he's just like,
He's gonna like let out like a little bit of a fart with every thrust.
Can you
like
imagine?
his futon was wet.
Can you imagine Lemaire's fucking mushed ass face during sex? Like, can you imagine being a woman under Lemaire? When he comes, he probably blinks a bunch with his little fucking like black Chinese eyes.
Do your viewers know who Lemaire is?
Lemaire is the fattest black guy you've ever seen,
Yeah,
and
he's
his
the blackest fat guy.
and he has no eyes. His face looks like it's eating its own features.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He does in many ways look like if you inverted the colors in Photoshop on a picture of Majin Buu.
Yeah, Lemaire does look like Majin Buu.
I don't know who Majin Buu is, but the reference itself just sounds funny.
He's a big pink fucking villain from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, I
He
don't know
loves
that.
eating. Basically, he wears a big diaper.
So just
Yeah.
Lemaire.
Lemaire.
But yeah, I want him desperately. I tried to get him to move here so badly.
I know he's in. I mean, like
I tried to trick him. I told him that it was good here instead of bad.
Well,
But, I
here's
mean,
the
what
thing.
else could I have done?
Yeah,
Lemaire.
get him on the phone, dude.
Yeah, we should have Lemaire.
Oh,
call
we should
in.
call him at the end. Yeah.
I would, dude. I would love to see Lemaire. I've never even met Lemaire, I don't think, but I would love to see him at war with this city.
Oh my god.
It would be incredible.
Yeah, because he'd show them, they'd be like, huh, diversity, nice. And then he'd be like, you ever think, oh God, my favorite Lemaire bit, I don't think he ever got this off the ground, but he was just talking about, like, you ever wonder if, like, God's really chill, but his wife's a bitch?
Dude, that killed one time. I saw.
Yeah.
It murdered.
He's
It
like,
was so funny.
he's like, look, I would love to let everybody into heaven, but this bitch hates facts. This bitch will not have.
Oh,
That
man.
is so. That's a really fucking good
I love
joke.
how just one bit's just him going, the 3/5 compromise was a good deal.
For the time, it was a good deal.
I love Lemaire.
It's the most unique take I've ever seen on that.
I love Lemaire, the black traitor.
God, man, the funniest I've ever laughed at anything was it was real early in the stand-up. It was before we knew he was a virgin, and we drove like an hour and a half to this mic, and he went up and he was doing like a bit about sex and. Like a real like Def Jam style is like you know when you're in the pussy and in the middle of it he stopped just racked by guilt. He stopped and he looked at his shoes and he said, "I'm sorry guys, I lied to you just now. I've never had sex."
Oh my god.
And just like I laughed so hard that I had to follow him, and I was still laughing. Like, for the first 45 seconds of my set, I was like, I'm sorry, guys.
That'd be great if that was on Def Jam. He's like, you're so deep in the pussy. I'm just kidding. I don't fuck.
I'm so sorry.
That'd be hilarious if like Bernie Mac, I ain't scared of y'all motherfuckers just ended with Bernie Mac going like, honestly, actually, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, I have never felt or seen a pussy.
Never felt or seen.
That'd be sick, like Def Jam, but the audience is all beautiful women. We all go out like we're like dancing, and then we see all the girls. We're like, oh, I can't go out there.
I'm scared of them motherfuckers.
I'm scared. Yeah. Let me go on the record about fucking beautiful babes. I am scared of them.
I am
motherfuckers.
scared of y'all motherfuckers. I love babes, dude.
Yeah, me too. I'm very confident, and I will have a wife soon. I am sure.
Do you tell him about your recent Tinder antics?
This is recent, like it happened within this week.
Oh no! Well, first tell him about your Tinder strategy.
Oh no. That's
Come on,
Have we
dude.
already?
that's good.
We've only talked about it off the cast. I
Yeah,
guess.
I think so.
It's a brilliant strategy.
I don't.
Dude,
I don't
come
wanna
on,
get-
come on.
All right, fine.
I don't even, I'll tell you what. I don't even think you need
You
to be
showed
doing
us
it.
a video of you fucking on the old cast. You're not gonna tell me about your
Yeah, I'm
Tinder?
trying to be a good boy now.
Yo, can I see the video of Byrne fucking?
It's awful.
Oh, I don't think I have. I'll see if it's because what's weird is I got a new, when I got a new phone, it just the video stopped playing. Like for some reason, my phone is like smart enough not to be able
To
to
not
play
let
it.
you play that?
I'll see.
I would love to
check
see
real
this
quick.
video right
That'd
now.
be great. If, like, you know
honestly.
how like as phones update now, for some reason, our phones are like algorithmically generating content from like our photos.
Yeah.
It'd be great if it just like picked a soundtrack, like
Set it to like.
Yeah,
All right.
or
It says
just like
fetching full resolutions. I'll wait.
Oh god. Damn.
yeah, that's a what phone is that? Because he tried to text me a screenshot earlier. It was like 25 megabytes.
Wait, is that an
Insane.
iPhone? What is that? No, it's
Yeah,
not an iPhone.
it's iPhone.
No, it's not. Is it really?
It's the 9, dude.
Is that the?
Shut up. That's a fucking. That's. It doesn't have the. Wait, is it? Because
Yeah,
I guess they
dude.
don't have the button anymore. No, you're fucking.
They
with me.
gotta
It
bring that
is.
button back. That's fucking hacked.
I
dude.
hate that phones don't have buttons. I hate that you have to like smile at your. It has to recognize your face for you
Yeah.
to use
Oh,
your
I didn't
phone.
turn that shit on.
You have to be happy to see it, or it
Yeah.
doesn't open up.
Or it fucking hates you.
Yeah.
You've got to pledge your allegiance to
I
Big
mean,
Timmy.
what is this? A damn wife?
Big Tim
Folks?
Cook.
In many ways, my phone is my wife. This is my new bit.
Oh, my God.
Remember your trash wife on your bed?
Did I ever tell you about my trash
No.
wife? In Philly, when I got cucked real bad,
Yeah.
I got so sad that I would just like, I would stop on the way home from work every night, and I would buy treats at the gas station that was like adjoined to my house. I was like in a row, like basically connected to like
Yeah.
a Sunoco. And I would go in there, I would get treats, I would get like some sodas, some candies, some cookies and everything. And then I would just eat them in bed and then just kind of fall asleep with everything surrounding me. And then over time,
God.
as just in my like lonely nightmares, I like tried to find comfort. I unconsciously shaped the pile of trash into the shape of a woman.
Oh my fucking
So
God.
then one day,
Brendan.
one of them walked to my room. They're like, is that a trash wife? What have you made?
Actually, there's documentation on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody filmed your fucking you cuddling with trash?
Yeah, this comic, Maddie McLennan, she made this video that it was like cribs, but the houses were shitty.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember this now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for that, we gave her a face and everything.
Yeah.
But the trash wife was real.
Real, that
And then
sucks.
even more real was that if you moved it, there was just a stain in the shape of a person.
How?
It was like someone had
fucking
died there, and I just
God,
kept living there.
I can't wait. You will run out of stories eventually, right?
I'm sure. I mean, how much more darkness can I have?
Ooh, I probably could dig something up.
I
that
think
forgot
that
about.
I think that every day, dude. I think every day, like Brendan has to be done by now.
Well, I was explaining your dynamic for the podcast, which I've learned from like listening, is like Brendan will just passively, or one of you will just passively say something completely crazy, and you'll go like, "Wait, what's that?" And then it'll just be something even more crazy, and it'll just go deeper. And
That's
deeper every
usually
episode.
Brendan.
Yeah.
Brendan will because Brendan. Here's the incredible thing about trauma. It's like Brendan.
I think I'm being normal.
Brendan has such a strong. He's had to deal with so much trauma. His brain is like a scar. Basically, Brendan's
Yeah, it's
brain is like a
100%
big
You
scar.
have a bad brain.
So Brendan has like navigated all this trauma. And now I guess he just like integrates it. but none of it's normal.
just
at
I
all.
have social CTE.
Yeah.
He
I have
hides the,
CTE of the heart.
he hides the trauma under his leather jacket.
I get to, there's so many times when like we'll be out with Tom and like Brendan will he'll just start telling us a story.
Tom
to try
Brink?
to Tom Brink, friend of the cast. He's been
Friend
on
of the
twice,
cast.
dude.
Yeah.
And Brendan will start telling us a story that he thinks is going to make us laugh. And then, like, Tom and I, like, midway through the story, like, we'll both just, like, sit down at some point and just, like, start looking at each other and looking back at
You'll
Brendan.
just sit on like the
So
side of a
fucking crazy.
fountain or something.
Yeah, I think we literally did that with the Americana.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Hey guys, did your grandpas ever do crime?
have you guys ever had to cut anything out?
Yeah, a couple things, but barely.
Yeah, I think it was just Paige didn't want like a joke to be in.
Well, that whole episode is gone now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Um,
they'll never be able to find that.
yeah. Well, I'm sure that one or two diehards have it.
Yeah, and they'll re-upload it. She was telling me, she was like, what about all those? She was like, I deep searched it and like 7 pages into like the Google search, it's like on a bunch of like Chinese mirror sites. Are they gonna go away? And I'm like, dude, I don't know.
No.
You begged me to do the podcast for weeks.
Yeah.
You begged me to do Coward Hour.
Yeah,
I
look,
let you do
we
it.
could have told you this was a bad call.
I did repeatedly.
Yeah.
She got
Paige-
dressed up to do the podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, imagine getting all dressed up to tank your career.
Amazing. But it's gone. We can't
Yeah.
be held responsible.
It's mostly gone.
Just
and
the
that's
fact
the
that-
best we can do.
The fact that somebody would dress up for you guys is fucking ridiculous.
Well, she takes. I guess that she. She was because when I went to go pick her up, or we lifted here, and she was dressed up, and I was like, "Why are you all?" And she's like, I dress up when I leave my house. I'm like, "You're going from your bedroom to another bedroom and then
Yeah.
going home."
Yeah, you're dressing
To
up.
likely a worse bedroom.
Yeah,
You're
a much
dressing up
worse
for
bedroom.
something that's in audio format.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why Nick and I we wear tuxedos for every cast.
I should have clarified. Yeah, and
That's a lie. We actually wear full Iraqi insurgent outfits.
I dress up like an Iraqi woman.
Yeah, I dress up like a terrorist from like a 2003 New Yorker cartoon. Like tall turban.
Just like a Jesuit
face-
Charlie looking ass.
Yeah,
Like,
face just all beard.
that's amazing.
Do you still wear the tracksuit?
Yeah, but usually just to the gym or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in the tracksuit in a while.
Yeah, I mean-
Tracksuit's a powerful look.
I mean,
dude.
I don't like leave. I wear the tracksuit when I'm like going to the store or something, and I'm not going to see people, or it's like when I go to the gym.
you'll definitely
And then
see people.
sometimes when I'm on the treadmill, I think, you know what, I'd like to do some comedy because I get all charged up and I feel inspired.
And then you look down, you're in the tracksuit.
Yeah, and then I go to the mic in the tracksuit, and
You go to the mic in the tracksuit?
I've done it a couple times.
Oh my God! Did
Yeah,
you?
you went when you came back to Philly. You just went full Adidas tracksuit.
I mean, let me tell you something, dude.
Yeah, I get off the plane in a tracksuit, and Dorian's like, "Crick, you're getting really fat again. What are you doing?"
I think you did your binary femme bit.
You do look like you're supposed to wear a tracksuit.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
very small.
I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if like I tried to take the tracksuit off you and you started bleeding. You're like, no, that's my skin.
I do have the proportions of like a Chinese man who would
Wear a track- yeah.
tracksuit.
You just look
yeah.
like a guy who gets killed by Tony Soprano.
Yeah, I look kind of like I have like Yakuza proportions.
Yeah,
Like, I would
yes,
be,
I don't
like-
know about that.
Like in an action movie.
Yakuzas are fucking cut as fuck, dude. Yakuzas have like 0% body fat. I feel like
I could get there.
maybe I might just be thinking of the art from the video game Yakuza.
Yeah, I think that's what you are thinking of. But yeah, I would be like, here's the scene. It's the hero takes down all the Yakuza gang in the hideout, and at the very end, after he's like killed everyone, one little guy runs out, like who's been heretofore unseen,
Yeah.
and like runs up as if he's gonna take him down single-handedly, and then the hero just like one punch cuts his head off, like
That's
punches
you.
his head off. That's me.
You're the guy who loses his head,
Yeah, I'm the guy who comically dies at the end, overconfident.
dude. Do you feel that the tracksuit at the mic improves or fucking?
Well, I didn't think anyone would care. That's
oh,
the thing.
Brendan, people fucking care. If you wear a
people love
tracksuit
it,
to an
dude.
open mic.
I mean, this is
love
Zoloff
it.
thinking where I'm like, well, why would I feel anxious about anything ever? Why don't I just live life without thinking about any consequences? So I go to the open mic in the tracksuit. I'm like, hi, everyone. And people are like, what, Crick, what the fuck are you wearing? Why are you wearing a tracksuit at the mic? I'm like, oh, I was at the gym. They're like, why are you wearing that at the gym? What?
There really is like you're not supposed to wear a tracksuit unless you're like in a TV show. Like there's no time outside of like being
Yeah.
filmed where a tracksuit looks normal.
The only time
Yeah.
I've ever seen a tracksuit look normal is I was walking in Philly, and Joey Diaz was at Helium that weekend, and I saw him outside of his hotel just drinking a tiny coffee in a tracksuit, and I was like, that looks correct.
He's supposed to be in it. Joey Coco Diaz.
Well, because he
auditioned
auditioned for Big Pussy. So that,
Did
like,
he really?
Yeah, he didn't get it. I mean, he would have been way better on it.
I think he would have been way fucking better.
Dude, he would have been fucking sick on it. Just him getting killed would just look so funny.
Yeah, he would have like stood up on the boat like, "You cocksucker!"
Maybe that's why I didn't get it, because his voice just doesn't sound Italian whatsoever. Just sounds like a scary man.
I think he sounds. But I was shocked to find out that he's what, like fucking Puerto Rican or something.
Cuban.
He's Cuban.
Yeah.
But I guess they just like grow. It's the same thing. Like Dice isn't Italian. Dice is Jewish.
Yeah, Dice.
Really?
Oh,
He's
Damn.
yeah. Dice is completely one of the greatest lies ever sold to America. Dice
man.
is completely
Damn,
Jewish.
worse than Saddam had WMDs.
oh man.
Yeah, absolutely.
was Dice is not a Jew.
I don't give a fuck if he's bad at stand up now. Fucking, he's my favorite dude. Like, just ironically
fucking-
watching.
I think
Was
he's
it-
good now.
What happened? Wasn't he gonna put out a special called Sexual Assault?
Yeah, that's
and
what
it
I
got,
told
like canned.
Yeah, that's what I told you. Because he's like, he was on Unmasked with Ron Bennington, and he's like, yeah, I got a no special sexual assault, and the crowd's just silent.
That's amazing. I thought that Dice was like good at stand up now. I thought he was even better. I
No,
heard.
I've,
I mean,
I've heard he's great.
He's good, but it's kind of like not like sometimes it's ironically funny. Because he'll just say something completely sexist, and you go, "Whoa!"
Yeah, but I see that sounds more appealing than fucking nursery rhymes to me. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
that's
I'd
true.
rather,
Yeah.
I want to hear Dice do some bits. We were talking, Brandon and I were listening to The Day the Laughter Died. You know that album?
Yes, I listened to that so many times.
Beautiful.
It's great, but like the false promise of that album is that he's bombing, and he's kind of doing well, honestly. But The Day the Laughter Died Part 2, have you ever heard it?
Yeah.
It's
brutal.
It's one of
Is
the
he actually
meanest.
bombing?
Yes. Oh, Brendan, it's dead silent. He almost gets into a fist fight with an audience member. There's a part where they're talking. He does a bit about having to butter bread at a restaurant. It doesn't even make any sense. He's like, "What do you want me to? What do I look like? A fucking fag?"
Dude, and it starts in
Making fun of,
the,
like Chinese people.
is that the one that starts in the middle of his set too?
I think so.
Because there's one where it just starts in the middle and you're just confused the entire time.
The Day the Laughter Died Part 2 is like fucking incoherent, and it's so much funnier than the first one.
Hell
It's
yeah.
amazing.
I gotta check that out. I can't wait until we're big enough that we can just release garbage, just nonsense.
Yeah, I mean that's what you do, man.
Dude, you guys gotta listen to No Apologies. It's the best Dice special. So he's in a cutoff tee, and
Hell yes.
they're introducing him like a boxer. They're like the
Hell
heavyweight
yes.
champ of comedy, Andrew Dice Clay, and he goes up. He's got like a bandana, and he's like in the round, but it looks like a fucking like boxing ring.
Oh my fucking god.
And he just one of his jokes is like he's like yeah, Chinese anchors, they don't talk Chinese. What's up with that?
What, like news anchors?
Possibly observing.
He said for one of them he goes I don't understand Connie Chung, she's talking all English, she should go hello, my name's Connie Cunt, and you're like and then he goes like because this is during the LA riots, he's like, yeah, why do black guys not talk like black guys? He's like, they're like, man, it's so hot in here, the fucking riots up in this motherfucker. You're like, this doesn't make sense.
What the? I got to see this
Damn,
fucking
just
special.
brain
dude.
aneurysm Dice.
I love it, dude.
And his closing bit is just so stupid because he's like, I'm the fucking bad guy, and he's like mentioning all these things that are irrelevant. He's like, the president is killing people. He's like, and I'm the fucking bad guy. And the last line is, say goodnight to the fucking bad guy. And he just drops the mic and he walks off, but he only walks off like 2 inches, and then he puts on the Dice jacket and he starts telling nursery rhymes. It's like the worst thing.
That's kind
Damn,
of.
he
He's
does
doing like
the
a.
encore on the special.
He's doing like a James Brown thing. That was like a James Brown thing. Is James? Have you ever seen? It's on like this one special. James Brown he would sing so hard that he would act like his own music was killing him, and he had like this and James Brown, and he would throw his jacket off, and then he would fall to his knees and like start convulsing, and then he would get up, and they would put James. It was called James Brown Brown's magic coat or his magic cape or whatever. And the 4 backup singers would put the cape on him, and James Brown would start to walk away, and then he would throw it off, and all the backup singers would go, "Oh, James, don't do it, James, don't do it." And then he would go back, start singing again, act like it was giving him cancer in the stomach, fall over. He does this 5 times in a row, and every time they beg him not to sing anymore.
Please don't sing.
It's one
Yeah.
of the fucking best.
That's so sick. Is like creating your own lore surrounding like
Absolutely. And dude,
live performance.
James Brown was creating some fucking lore around himself on and off
Yeah.
stage.
What's gonna be our lore?
Hopefully nothing like James Brown's.
Yeah. So we're out. We're doing the live we're doing podcast party at the Pack. What's the date?
Oh, the 15th.
15th. And we run out
March
of steam.
15th.
And the audience is begging us, please,
Please don't do any more.
please don't do any more racist accents.
And then I
Please
put
no.
on my magic
Yeah.
Make America Great Again hat.
And I put my magic gun in my mouth. and the power of Jesus Christ, our Christian Lord, our only one and true God, above all others.
Brendan shoots himself in the mouth as I shout the N-word. And the cast is reinvigorated.
Oh,
just,
man.
just behind me, blood sprays in a perfect cross.
No, but
No, just sprays John 3:16 on the wall behind me.
no, but at the great thing about the Dice thing, and I'm the bad guy. I get Dice probably like I guess he watched like a George Carlin special where like Carlin like ends it by like making a point. And he's like, "Oh, I should do that." Like,
Dude,
What's my point? I'm bad.
what's my point?
in one of his specials, he calls trans people trans testicles.
I've seen that. That's
Dude,
really
it's the most
funny.
ridiculous thing ever. But the weird thing is the whole crowd's like cheering, and they all have like mullets, and they're like standing up.
Oh,
And it was
fuck
in-
yeah, dude.
it
Well,
was in
that's back when like that's when like trans people were like chimeras or something. It was like science was
Oh, yeah.
not sure if they existed.
Yeah, but it was in
word is
Philly though,
chimera.
which was
What?
The word is chimera.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I've never heard. Well, thank you.
Yeah, well, Isaac does this all the time. I said something really mean to Isaac because Isaac will mispronounce words, and I'll correct him, and I'll go, "No, man, I get it. It's because you learned a lot of words, but never had anybody to say them to. Never had any friends."
Yeah.
We love him. He's a good friend of the cast. God damn it. Whatever. Keep it in.
Yeah. Homeless now.
No. He's living in a living room,
Oh yeah.
which I respect.
yeah.
I respect the shit out of that dude.
Like it started living room, and then he downgraded it. He's like, "Well, I hope I like this foyer," and then like by the end of it, he's just gonna be on like the stoop outside.
I mean, honestly, dude, their front garage, their front it's not a garage, their front driveway. There's just like furniture in it. It basically just looks like an outdoor room, like in the house.
Damn. Hell yeah.
It's awesome. But I'm sorry, Matt. What were you saying, man?
I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh, sorry, bud.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't remember.
I think we were talking about. I think I just said Dice said trans testicles, but it was at the TLA in Philly. Like that's where he taped it.
What's the TLA?
It's just some theater, but it's weird how he taped it in like a semi-liberal city.
I thought you were gonna be
And
like.
then back then it was just like everybody was like, "Oh fuck yeah, this is amazing."
I thought you were gonna be like it was weird because it was at the TLA, the Trans Lives Association, and they were going crazy for it.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Damn.
That'd be so crazy if Dice transed out.
Dice went trans. Trans Dice.
Dude, that would be the funniest comedian of all time.
It's hard to go. I mean, going bald, you're kind of locked in. You can't really go trans with the
Yeah.
hairline
Yeah.
like that.
Well, I mean, okay.
Wig.
Trans Dice.
you
so,
could, but that's what are you even
all
doing?
right, so he's got like 30 years of chops, and he would now then also be brave. You know?
Could you
Yeah.
imagine like Jezebel writing a positive article about Dice?
Hickory dickory
yeah.
dock. Some women have a cock. Oh,
No, I can say this shit. I'm abroad.
yeah. Do you see they're like fucking taking? It's not the vagina monologues anymore. I know this is so annoying. Like there are people protesting, calling it the vagina. The thing that like every like. Feminist was like fucking wet for when I was in college, or not when I was college aged.
Yeah, I catch myself. I'm like, yeah, when I was in college, and I'm like,
When I was go to college, let me correct. When I was 21, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, because like they're protesting because they're like, well, not all women have vaginas, so we don't want to be exclusionary. It's like there's some fucking like some of the shit in the vagina monologues. I think if I remember, it's like literally about like it's like an African woman talking about like female genital mutilation. Let him say fucking vagina, dude. Like let him.
Wait, what's the offensive part? Who are they excluding? Because they're just talking about
They're excluding
vagina.
trans women because trans women are women who don't
But yeah,
have
it's
vaginas.
called the vagina monologues. It's just people for vaginas.
Yeah, I guess, but I think that they just people are upset about it. I've been reading a lot of articles. Here's the thing: I have to be careful because maybe nobody's actually upset about this, right?
It's
maybe
hard
I'm
to
just
tell.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the other day with I was like, who the fuck is saying this about Captain Marvel? And then Tim was like, many people. I was like, oh, well.
Yeah, they are. Oh, I'll tell you what's crazy though. IndieWire gave it a bad review.
Really?
So maybe it's not good. Like,
I mean, I'm sure it's exactly as good as
as
all the other Marvel movies.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't watch those things, man.
I don't like Marvel
I go
movies
into
either.
all of them, I'm like, this is going to be fine. And it always is. I'm never surprised.
It's
Oh,
just
see, that's
never
but
disappointed.
see for me that you're describing a bad movie. Because if a movie goes in and I just and it does nothing I'm just like, I wish I had seen.
I mean, it doesn't do nothing. I'm like, oh, this was entertaining while I was watching it. I'll never rewatch it. I'm not going to think about it that much after it's over. But it's fun to watch like an okay TV series over 15 years.
No, I'd rather watch a bad movie.
I'd rather watch a bad movie too.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Adventures of Ford Fairlane with Dice?
With Dice, yeah, he tried to
Dude,
be a
it's
fucking.
so fucking
Have you seen
good.
Ford Fairlane?
No.
It's retarded. It's fucking
Dude, the first
insane.
5 minutes is crazy when he's just in the club and he's just saying the cheesy. I can't even remember what they are. They're so bad. But like, just watch the first 5
I
minutes.
love like old
It's
stand-up
gold.
movies from the 80s.
Yeah,
You ever
Yeah.
seen My Five Wives?
no, what is that?
It was like Caddyshack. Rodney Dangerfield is great because like he like thought he was bombing. He was really worried about it.
Yeah.
But then like by the end of like his career, he could just do whatever he
He
wanted.
checked the fuck out.
Yeah. So
basically.
I saw this movie. It was crazy. I think the only way it's available is like you could watch it on Comcast on demand. Like a full screen crop of it. That was the only version that was transferred from
Yes.
VHS.
Yeah. I there were a bunch of movies like that on demand.
And just the plot, the premise of this movie is that he's a land developer who's trying to buy this very valuable tract of land in Utah.
I have
But
seen this.
the owner, he dies, and in his will, he says that whoever buys the land has to also marry all 5 of his wives. So then Rodney Dangerfield is just there's a montage of him just feverishly fucking all these women, just hating it, just like oh, and like he's just like. He's like fully like doing stand up into the camera in scenes like.
My favorite. Oh, what were you gonna say? Steve?
Oh no, I was just saying like you can tell that like like the director got 2 takes out of him for every setup. If that.
Definitely. He was like Sinatra. He just wouldn't do another take.
Wait, he was doing bits as he was fucking?
Yeah, he's like doing just like things you can tell are from his act. Like he's looking up from like a young pussy and like being like, oh, I've never, just doing like a one-liner.
Dude, I love Todd Glass. Whenever Todd Glass does Rodney, because he does Rodney without the punchlines. So his whole Rodney Dangerfield, he'll just be like, oh, my daughter, she's not too good either. Like, it's literally, my wife, she doesn't cook so well. Like, it's just that. Have you ever read his book? He talks about, maybe I was listening to an audiobook, but it's crazy. Rodney Dangerfield 100% sucked old men's dicks when he was a little boy for bread money. Because he talks about being, no, it's crazy. He talks about being so poor in his book that to make money, and because like his mom wouldn't give him any money, to make money to buy groceries, he would go and he would like let older men in the neighborhood like kiss him. And that's what he wrote down. You know that the reality was far more intense. And that's
my
why he
God.
was like a fucking, like he was really tortured by the end of his life, dude. Rodney was all fucked up, man.
Damn.
And I think it's because he was raped a lot as a little boy.
Yeah, I mean that's probably why he let his dick hang out of his robe all the time.
All the
He was
time.
trying to own it.
Have you ever listened to his stand-up from the 60s when he was a storyteller?
No.
Oh, it's insane. Because, like, you know, he, like, went away. He had a renaissance when he was, like, in his 50s. But there's a bunch of, like, early Rodney Dangerfield stand-up from the 60s where every bit is 15 minutes long. It's just him telling stories. He's more like Bill Cosby.
Wow.
Not like, not like in the cadence or anything, but
He
yeah.
was like a reverse Bill Cosby. In that he was raped.
He was raped. So he started telling a bunch of fucking.
Was it good?
No, it's not. It's really interesting to like listen to Rodney Dangerfield tell these fake stories, but it's strange.
Just no
Damn.
punchlines or anything?
Yeah, I mean, like they're not the way you think of them with Rodney. Yeah, there's not really
Yeah.
punchlines. It's just him kind of like trying to be humorous.
That's weird.
That's so weird.
You ever read Pryor's book?
Which prior convictions?
Yeah.
No, I saw it was when we were moving Isaac's stuff in. It was just like sitting in the middle of the floor, like in a pile of trash.
It's weird. I really like that book, but like he does a similar thing where like maybe 2/3 of the way through the book, he's just like, and then I went to Portland, and that was the month that I was gay. And then like, just moves on.
I couldn't even do a fucking Pryor. Like, sometimes you gotta suck a dick. Like, that's
Yeah. Did he mention the fucking dogs thing in there?
No.
oh man.
That's my favorite bit.
I like lost track
So
of that bit.
funny.
I can't like find it again.
Dude, I can't because I've like told somebody about that bit, and they're like, "Where can you find
It's
it?"
not on
I looked it
YouTube.
up; it's nowhere.
It
I
was-
would love-
The only place I could find it was the AV Club had it on their SoundCloud as like a promotional clip for a new box set had come out. God, it's the best. It's the best bit ever.
Dude, I would love to see Pryor on like an off night. Pryor B material? Oh my god, dude! I bet it'd be
There's
fucking
plenty
amazing.
of those. There's like, if you look at his discography, there's like a million records. It's just like the worst sound quality ever. And he's not
Yeah.
even like doing Richard Pryor. He's just talking, and none of it makes sense sometimes. And just nobody's laughing. He's like, all right, I guess that didn't work. But it's on like 4 albums.
Oh, I love that, dude.
I think one of them is called Smoke, and it's just him
Was
just
it-
riffing really weird shit. Like he's just talking about his childhood. He's just talking about getting beaten, and the whole crowd's uncomfortable. And he's just like, pussy, and then they all laugh again. It's crazy shit.
See, you used to be able to fucking go there with Stan. You know, and well, I mean,
Yeah.
like we criticize comedy albums for coming out and like being unpolished or not funny or them having to use, but like, there's something beautiful about like just putting out an album of you like literally working through shit.
That's why Dale After Died's so good. Because just
Yeah.
there's one part where a guy says he's funny as a glass of milk, and he keeps that in.
Yeah. I love that fucking part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go back to like when it was CDs and it would be like different shows stitched together. Like
Yeah. Oh, I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Dude, I think that comedy as a visual. The reason why people are fucking like dipping out after 30 minutes in these Netflix specials is because like committing to watching this many specials is like to have to sit there and actually watch it. I think that comedy is like best enjoyed. The way that I consumed comedy was like on CDs in a car.
Yeah, that's what I would
in
do.
a car or like just
MP3s.
laying in bed with my eyes closed.
Yeah, totally. And
Yeah.
I genuinely, I mean, like, of course you lose some visual component because I guess people are more performers and joke writers now. There's much less
I
emphasis
mean, there's
on.
some of it, but like even like when I was driving here, when I was moving here, I listened through like 3 Louis specials that were all on Spotify. I listened to like Hilarious in the car, and there is like kind of a magic element to it where you're like imagine like, and part of it
Yes.
was like I had seen it before, but like it had been a long time. You're like imagining their face and
Yes,
stuff.
it's weird. So I thought it was just me because when I would listen to Sirius XM, the Raw Dog, like they would leave in the long pauses, and I was like, oh, they're doing that deliberately. Like
Yeah,
you're supposed
You're like,
to.
what could he be doing?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Dane Cook was the top-selling album, and he's all physicality.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
here's the thing.
Not all physicality, but he moves around a lot. But like
Yeah.
on CD, he's still like good.
I want to. I mean, well, it's weird. I kind of defend Dane Cook because
like
he is
Dane
very
Cook.
physical, but he also picks his words so carefully. So like, I understand the audio.
That
format.
motherfucker is so funny. Like maybe not now, but like back then, he fucking everybody liked Dane Cook that one year.
Yeah, dude.
Like 2006, like in 4th grade, he was amazing.
Dude, honestly, I went back and I watched Vicious Circle, and I'm like, this isn't that bad. Like these they're well written jokes.
It's good
I
for
feel
the
like
time.
he's almost a style where like 5 years ago it was really hacky and played out, and now comedy has swung so hard in the other direction. It's like I just want to see someone go up there and fucking try.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really refreshing to watch. I was like, damn, he's giving it 150%. It's kind of cool to see.
Yeah. And that's also kind of his style, like, because he kind of, even though it's a style a lot of people don't like, it's kind of his style in a way. Because people after that just did Dane.
Yeah.
For a
Yeah.
while.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, then he got a little crazy accusing people of like stealing his essence and all
Yeah.
this wild shit.
But like Ari Shaffir said, like, that's what influence is. You can't get mad at influence. Because he's like,
Yeah, totally.
He would like bump Chris D'Elia on purpose just because he thought they was like stealing essence.
Right, which is like you
Yeah.
should like.
And
Yeah.
D'Elia is so fucking funny.
Oh, I love Crystal,
Yeah.
dude. What the fuck was I? There was some fucking about CDs. Yeah. I just think that like I think the 2 best ways to experience comedy are at the DC Improv, like just like small comedy, low ceiling, like about 200 people or whatever, or listening to a fucking CD in your car.
Yeah.
I think this emphasis on filmed specials is, and because here's the thing, Netflix is like, I guess now they're making all the specials shorter because of like the data that's why they did like those 15-minute sets. That's just gonna become exponential. People are just gonna like dip out after like 7 minutes with the new 15-minute specials or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous. Like the first time I ever listened to Skanks for the Memories, just like in bed, headphones on, listening to it. Didn't know who Dave Attell was. Had never seen a picture of him. Someone just recommended it to me, and I like torrented it. God, so fun. It was like a world was opening up.
Did you see he had a pretty good Netflix special actually called Roadwork, and what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was I think it was like 5 different club dates stitched
It was
together.
originally Comedy
but
Central.
that was back when Netflix would like buy already produced specials.
Oh, I see.
Netflix specials used to be really good because they'd just be like, oh, you have a special made. All right, we'll buy it. And now they're like, all right, well, we'll shoot it in an airplane hangar full of extras.
It's so obvious too.
Yeah.
It's that is like it's a dirty secret of like coming out here and realizing that most audiences of things don't want to be there.
Yeah,
but the fact that is
because then we go and we're like, all right, I gotta fucking watch. Like,
yeah, I have to pretend
watch
to laugh.
Funny You Should Ask.
Oh God,
Watch John Lovitz just be miserable.
John Lovitz it's so great because I'll still do audience for Funny You Should Ask, and John Lovitz will just start making rape jokes until Byron Allen yells at him to stop because they can't use any of it. They
Yeah, when I
use
saw
none
it
of it.
Wait, you guys have been to these tapings?
Yeah, you can make
Oh,
like
shit.
$14 an hour.
Yeah,
doing
they
it.
pay you
Oh,
minimum
fuck.
wage to watch like game shows and shit.
What
Yeah.
shows have you watched?
I only did it once because then I was like, fuck this, I'll get a real job. This sucks so bad. Like,
I still do it. I've done like American Idol, Funny You Should Ask. Most show like Kevin Hart had that like MXC style show.
Oh shit.
my favorite thing
fine.
though is for some reason John Lovitz is on every time on Funny You Should Ask.
Well, John Lovitz, Louis Anderson, and Jackie, the mom. I think she's the mom on Sister Sister. Jackie, whatever the fuck her name is.
Oh, okay.
And then there will be one comic who's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's Byron, John, Jackie, Louis Anderson, who has a special donut that he sits on because he's gotten so fat. They have to come out and prep his seat with this special fucking donut.
Yeah. What I love is that John Lovitz, he has his dog with him until the absolute last second before they roll the cameras, and then a PA comes and takes his dog away, and he looks pissed. He gets so mad that his dog is gone.
You guys ever hear about John Lovett's Closer?
No, what is it?
It's just
Yeah.
a song. It's called Bob Saget is a Faggot.
Oh yeah. Oh, I just did a Bob Saget. I was audience on a Bob Saget show, and he was really nice.
Oh,
He
yeah.
talked all. He
I
but
saw him drop in at the store, and he fucking ruled. It was
he's
awesome.
really funny.
Yeah.
He's great, dude. He's like one of those people where it's like, what?
No, I was just remembering him like. There was some guy like looking at his phone or something, and Bob Saget just started threatening to like rape him. The guy's just like not paying attention. He's just like, I'm gonna hold you down. It's like, it's like, he's like, that's
Holy
right, bitch. Danny Tanner's gonna fuck your ass. Crazy like that.
But like genuine, one of the nicest people ever.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
He gives off that energy.
But anyway, but yeah. I think. But so the difference is, I think we talked about this, like, because the whole thing when you're listening to an album that is like club dates Frankenstein together, it's a bunch of people who paid money to see the comedian on the CD versus fucking extras who, by the way, not only do they want to be there, but they probably already sat through like 2 other comedian specials, and
Yeah.
because they keep them there because they don't want to fucking spend any money on paying new groups of people,
Yeah.
so they keep them there as long as they can to like cut production costs, and it's just not good for fucking anybody, dude.
No, and I mean I don't know this for sure, but I've heard they don't even like have an opener or anything. Like it's just a
No,
full
you'll
crowd.
get a warm up. Like
really?
when Tim and I went to go watch Nate Bargatze, Fortune Feimster, and Dan Soder tape their whatever that thing was, the stand up. It was the stand ups.
Yeah.
Brody Stevens, who R.I.P. Brody, fucking warmed up and he was amazing. But like if you don't have Brody Stevens, like you just have like a regular warm up comic, like there's no way. It doesn't do the same thing as as like a true opener.
Yeah, as like an opener and then a feature.
Yeah, you just have someone come out and like cold start do they were doing 40-minute sets that they cut down, you know. It's not how you want to transition into comedy at all.
No, it's wild.
Sucks.
Damn. And what time was it too? Was it like 3 p.m.?
No. This was actually at night. They had although there were shows that were earlier. So I think that we got there like 7 or something. They had done shows earlier in the day, but it wasn't like late. It wasn't like comedy time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
early.
Comedy time. midnight,
Yeah,
the evil hour.
Evil hour.
so Byrne,
Comedy time, winter solstice.
comedy is only done in Alaska during the 30 days of night.
You can only do comedy during
get
the
your-
times where you would be a vampire or werewolf if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were one.
You get the light on the 29th day.
Yeah, then you can stop riffing.
Yeah. So Byrne, now that you see what a fucking hellhole Los Angeles is, you
Dude,
think
I
it'll
like
fucking-
LA.
Do you like
Yeah,
LA?
I like it a
I'm
lot.
impressed.
Hell yeah,
He's
dude.
here on like a family vacation. He's, as best I can tell, only done mics since you stepped
Oh,
off.
Pretty
fuck
much,
yeah,
dude.
What makes you do?
I did Fourth Wall. I did the which was
We did
Cedar-
Sycamore Tavern twice.
Sycamore Tavern.
Oh, you guys did Sycamore Tavern?
Because both times we like tried to hit a better mic and then showed up and like Genghis
Yeah.
was canceled.
Sycamore Tavern is brutal. Sycamore Tavern's
I had
fucking.
good sets both
I don't
times.
Did
know,
you
it
really?
wasn't
Wait,
too bad.
who was hosting yours?
I don't know. People I don't know.
I don't want to talk
Yeah.
shit. I went to Sycamore Tavern, and it was like a cabal of like all the most mentally ill people in the Los Angeles. Like I literally
Well,
walked.
that's one thing I noticed at these
Oh,
mics.
hell yeah.
So many fucking crazy people.
I gotta
There's
tell you about
one-
this sick veteran.
Oh my god! Also, Go died.
Did Go really die?
I think Go.
that was not a bit.
Do you think Sam's? I mean, what? Why would it be a fucking bit? I haven't seen him.
Wait,
haven't
is
seen him
Go
either.
the N-word guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell.
Dude, that was the craziest
let me
shit
tell
I've
that.
ever heard.
Yeah. Let me tell this Go story. All right. Go is this possibly homeless, like old man, like open mic lifer in Los Angeles, and I love those. I have a deep affection for guys like him and
I think
Heath
he
and-
actually used to
Heath
be
the
a
Queef?
backup dancer for Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Heath the Queef.
I think he actually was a backup dancer. For
Yeah, I've
Michael
heard
Jackson.
that too. That's the saddest thing is like people who don't have a lasting career and then they're just old and in
Yeah.
yeah. But you know, like I'll, but he so we were at the Pack. Oh yeah, you were there. I forgot.
Pat's
I-
the
I
alt,
was telling you a story you were there for.
Yeah, dude.
Pat's the alt mic, right?
I mean, I don't think we've told this story on the cast though.
Okay, well then jump in if you want because
No,
you
by
were
all
there.
means. Yeah, I mean, I remember it was. I mean, I'll you tell the story. I'll jump in where I feel.
Okay, so Go is on stage. He's going like, "Man, I saw that Black Panther movie again. How many times do I have to see it before I can say the N-word?"
Which is crazy because nobody in Black Panther says the N word.
it's like African black people. It's not like African American.
Well, it's a PG-13 Disney movie. It's the main reason why they don't say the N word.
Yeah. That'd be great if he came out. He's like, "What? I'm quoting the movie." just wrong. But he,
That's the unrated version. They all say the N-word.
yeah.
And then, and so he started. You'd say what he started doing because he started
It's like the Wakandans call the American black people in the movie that. It's like, oh, this is a weird movie.
That's why Michael B. Jordan's so bad. Because they call the N-word.
So he's saying that. Then the host is in the back of the room going, "Don't do this."
he goes, go. Because Go is going, go. He's getting close. Go's going, Nichols. Like he's going to say it. And the host just goes, Go. Don't do this, Go. Don't do this.
Why does this guy...
Do not do this.
Just like this white Southern, the most virtue signally fucking dude. Because the co-host was black, right? And
Yeah.
the co-host was also black.
They were like an improv group called Interracial Best Friends. or
Oh my
something.
fucking god.
Yeah.
And
Why
so
does this comic have a dog's name, by the way?
No, I don't know. No one knows his real name.
he definitely chose that name. I mean, if he didn't choose that name, that would explain fucking everything. if Go was his birth name,
That was what his family screamed at him.
Go. So they come
They
up.
yelled "Go!" He walked out of the farmhouse, got hit by a truck, woke up 10 years later. His family's gone, and he just got on a bus to Hollywood.
That's what you have to do.
That's what happened.
So they forcibly take Go off stage.
And
now
they take the mic
How
from
many minutes into the set was it?
Oh,
like
minute
2.
30? Yeah.
Like he opened with this.
yeah. Great opener. Honestly,
yeah.
one of the strongest openers I've ever seen. And so they take him off, and then like the one black coast is just like he's just being like very silent and uncomfortable. Like nobody said the N word. Can I stress
Yeah.
that like he said Nichols, which
Yeah.
is very funny. So, like,
And they triumphantly yell into the mic like the comic known as Go is banned.
is banned, and then the one guy told a story. He's like
we're all gonna clap.
the one guy told a story. He's like, I beat up a bunch of racists back in Texas for calling my friend the N word. I beat the shit out of them. I was like, all right, you fucking white savior. What are you like? Because like, and also like, it's weird because like, it's almost like he came up and like, it was like he was there like protecting like his black co-host.
Yeah.
Like that guy shut down, and then this guy had to be like his like white like fucking. He was like Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side.
Yeah.
He had to
Also,
stand
if I
up for
recall-
God.
Kidnapped him.
The crowd was like you and me.
It was just us.
It was just
We
us.
did not care.
Wait, it was just us. It was just you two.
was
There
pretty much
It wasn't
just-
like a packed room or anything.
No, it was completely dead. It was like only us.
I mean, it's
Oh
funny
my
because we
God.
are. You know what's funny? We're doing. This is the room where we're doing the live podcast.
Oh no.
did they listen to the podcast?
I think you know what's funny.
There's no way.
Dude, they
do.
got back to me the next day. They were like, "We would love to have Coward Hour," and then like they didn't get back to Reasonable Beef at all. so like,
Damn,
We'll fucking
that's
see.
wild. Because
because dude, I listened back to the episode. I was like, "This will be a fine episode." I listened back and I was like, "Oh boy, there's some slurs on this one."
Wait, which episode did you tell them to listen
Episode
to?
19, which starts off funny enough, but like we get into some dicey territory.
They probably just listened to the first 5 minutes. They didn't get into where you just call everybody in Hollywood a pedophile.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's okay to do. I don't think
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we're
yeah.
yeah,
certain
I feel
people
like,
they don't like. When
I
you call
feel
them
like that's
pedophiles.
okay until no one's gonna like pull us from bar shows for going after old Stevie Spiels.
Yeah,
But,
oh god, I have to be as I have other ventures that I'm trying to succeed in Hollywood. I have to really tune down because I'm gonna have to be rubbing shoulders with these pedophiles.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to be sell my soul in the
Yeah,
belly
you
of the
can't
beast,
openly
dude.
tell people that Patton killed his wife.
All right, there we go.
All right.
All right.
Matt Byrne got a little spicy
Oh.
for the gas. We promised that we were going to stop doing that.
Yeah.
That's for the Patreon. Just
that
that
is for-
line.
just
No context.
Dude, we say it every episode. The first 25 episodes of this cast are going to be for the Patreon. It's only
How many-
and it's going to cost, and not for the regular. Like a regular Patreon tier will be like $5. At $500, you unlock the first 25 episodes if you donate $500.
How many episodes have you scrapped and never put out?
Like
One. Only one.
Yeah.
And that was pre-pills.
Oh yeah. I remember like we recorded the whole thing and like we recorded it and I was like, hey Brendan, we really shouldn't release that. And you're like, oh, you think so? I was like, yeah, buddy, definitely not. Like, and then we hug. I had to hug Brendan because he looked so frazzled. I hate hugging Brendan.
Yeah. I'm a bad man to hug.
It tore me apart to have to hug my gay friend.
No, but it was I think we released it. It was one of those times where
Oh,
like you had
yeah,
to leave
yeah, yeah.
immediately, and then we're just both in our rooms, in our houses, like pacing back and forth. And I text him, I'm like, "Should we delete that?" And you're like, "Yes."
I was like, that's what I was telling you. You know what's funny though? In retrospect, compared to ones we have released, I think it's not as bad.
That was just like episode 7, so it was like the bar was higher
well,
then.
here's what the real problem was. It wasn't funny.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
bad without being funny.
Yeah,
You
that's
have to
true.
be careful of. I got a high compliment. Our episode, our most problematic episode, where we talk about me and my dating habits and the Muslim women at the fucking bank. I got a bunch of people texting me just like, "This is your most offensive and funniest episode," so I'm not mad that it's offensive. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's what we fucking want.
Yeah, but I would love to get the read of like the people who don't have our numbers. Like, I'm curious what they think.
Who cares?
Yeah,
Fuck them, dude.
dig your heels in.
British people are worried. I mean, fucking. There's gonna be an arc storm. There's gonna be mudslides.
Yeah,
LA's.
I'm gonna be in the woods. Look, yesterday I was driving my car to the Comedy Store. I saw 5 fighter jets.
Those were for Captain Marvel, by the way.
Okay, I figured there was something.
Yeah, because they flew over the premiere on Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
So
driving.
you have more
and I
reason
saw
to hate.
5 fighter jets flying low over Los Angeles, and my immediate thought was, "We are at war. The Chinese have come."
Not the Chinese. Almost as bad. The feminists. The fucking the powerful ass women have come. dude.
Broads.
The fucking broads.
Yeah, that would be sick if like there was a war between sexes and they just technologically overpower us. Like
You think
broad-
they- you think
we're
they'd
like
be doing that?
we're like Al Qaeda and they're just like shooting laser beams at us from the moon.
I don't like this. What you think women know how to fucking use tech? No way,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know.
I had to fix my girlfriends on the computer were a mess. They didn't know how to fucking. They didn't use the key
Well,
commands.
that's
They used
because
the left click.
STEM is sexist, Nick. You know?
Is that true? I didn't realize that STEM just means like science.
Yeah, you know, if a woman tries to do math and they instead they give her a pink pen. They say, go draw some ponies.
Is that true?
I think
do
that's
that?
true. I don't
They're
know.
paying those women to draw ponies.
I don't know. I saw a Facebook status about it or something.
Yeah, I got it, dude. I'm so
Wait, who
glad.
made his Facebook status that you know about STEM?
I don't know. It was I don't look. I'm digging my heels in. I have no evidence. I went on a problematic riff that didn't particularly land. Now I have
Nothing
no
wrong with that.
course but forward.
Nah, dude, it's the bras and the chads fighting it out.
Yeah.
The
Look,
broads and the
I am
chads?
Yeah,
I am an incel.
You are an incel.
but you're like the coolest incel.
Yeah.
You are probably you're one of the cooler. You're an incel that I like want to hang out with.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
A lot of incels are a
I'm
mess.
a very chill incel. You
You
know?
not fucking is admirable.
It's true. In many ways, it makes me a hero, like an army man. Speaking of army men, I need to tell you about, dude, this guy.
Like an army man.
Yeah. This guy at Sycamore Tavern, he goes up. I have no idea what this mic was like before we got there. But,
Dude, the one time I went to Sycamore Tavern, it was literally, I thought a fight was going to break out. It was fucking chaos. Anyway, I'm sorry. I can't believe you had like 2 good nights
no,
there.
it was definitely, I mean, the nights were bad, but I did fine.
Yeah.
But this dude, he goes up and he starts immediately screaming, like, just opens with like, "You fucking millennial pieces of shit! I don't give a fuck about your anxiety and your fucking participation trophies and shit." And he starts like screaming about how like all millennials are gay and shit. And then he's like, "I killed in Iraq. I respect the Iraqis that I killed. I respect them. I respect every Iraqi I killed more than you millennials."
He's like an Indian, dude. Every part
Yeah.
of the buffalo.
Yeah, but the thing is like he's yelling this at like an empty room. It's not like
And
people.
nobody cared. Nobody was like offended. They're
Yeah,
just like,
everyone was just bored.
Yeah, dude.
It rules.
Sycamore
he's the
Tavern is
best.
so crazy. Did they
Yeah.
do the thing where if you look at notes, they yell at you and tell you Sycamore Tavern has a rule, if you at an open mic,
Uh-huh.
if you look at notes, they make you get off stage immediately.
No, but the guy I don't know who the host was, but he pulled a name out and he's like, "All right, and next we'll have Brendan Crick."
Right.
And I just sit there because I'm like, "All right, I'm next." And he's like, "Brendan Crick, is he here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, are you gonna come up?" And I'm like,
Ugh.
"You said I was next." He's like, "Well, if I say your name, come up." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sorry." So I took
They
the
don't
mic
know how to run a fucking mic, dude.
and then like had a really good set. And then I saw someone looking at their phone bright, so I was like, "Oh, is that the light?" And he's like, "No, this is the light." It's one of those mics where like if you ask if something's the light or like say what do you want,
Then
what do
you're
I
done.
want?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's that's
fuck off. I know how to do stand up.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because the guys who impose those rules aren't funny. They suck at comedy.
oh, they're
yeah,
so
they're
bad.
like, "Fuck. Well, how do I seem important? You can't wear shorts."
Dude, yeah. The I know. You know what, dude? People are fucking wearing shorts doing stand up, and it looks all right. Mm-hmm. I'm like
Gabriel
Kevin
Iglesias?
Smith. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
No, dude. From the
I'm gonna dress exactly like Kevin Smith.
Jamel used to do it, dude. Jamel back in DC, Jamel would just like go on stage in basketball shorts. I'm like, fuck, it looks great.
Yeah.
like that's what you should be doing.
But is the Jamel the dude who's on Cumtown?
Yeah, Jamel's been on
Okay,
Come Down
yeah,
a couple
yeah,
times. Yeah. He's a great guy. He runs a really good show out here called On Deck. But yeah, man, no, when I went there was a comic who was really funny. He was having a great set, and he just went, it's an open mic. He's working on new material, and he just looked at his notes really quick, and they're like, "Get the fuck off stage. You're here to tell jokes. You're not here to fucking read." I was like, what is this fucking attitude that we're, like, what, like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah. Like behind a curtain where people are having a better time.
Yeah, god damn.
Yeah, the music was so fucking loud.
I hate Sycamore Tavern. Sorry, I know that I shouldn't be
Yeah,
shitting on
let's
a fucking
burn
mic.
bridges. Where else do we hate?
Nah, we don't need to burn.
All right, let's plug dates.
Yeah, definitely March 15th. March
Yeah.
15th at the Pack Theater. If you're in LA, Coward Hour is going to be on Podcast Party at
Podcast Party.
9 p.m., I believe. You'll see your boys do a live podcast along with 3 other podcasters. They've had really, really good podcasts in the past. DJ
Yeah.
Doug Pound is there a lot. They've had a lot of like great casts that come through there.
Yeah, Podcast Party at the Pack, the 15th. On the 13th, go see my show, Crawford's Comedy at Crawford's Pass in Burbank at 8 o'clock. On the 20th, I will be on The Filling at Lyric Hyperion, and also Flappers at 10 p.m. later that night. And On the 24th, I'll be at the Satellite for the Hard Times live show.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
That'll be a sick show.
And then I will go back to not doing stand-up.
there you go.
Byrne, you got dates?
Yeah. First Friday, every first Friday at the Victoria Free House, Philadelphia. Come by.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got booked on a show May 5th at the Latage. So come there,
Sick.
baby.
Fuck yeah.
I will be my date. I will be fucking next Tuesday night. Next Tuesday, the 5th. No. What's next Tuesday?
They're all going to do a set, you know? It's going to be an open mic.
Oh, Jesus. Why did I go? I thought that riff was going to be better. We
it
can't
was
leave this.
fine.
No, we can't leave this in.
Now
No, we don't
I said-
delete things.
let's keep going.
No, we deleted something earlier.
Look, we can delete when we directly accuse famous, powerful men of committing terrible crimes.
Here's what the clean
When
breaks.
we commit libel,
Listen to me.
though he would have to prove that it wasn't true for it to be libel.
Very
I will
true.
pay you on Venmo to delete that bit. You can start again here where it gets funny again. Delete that fucking bit that I did.
How much will you pay me on Venmo?
No, you delete it first.
Well, that's not good negotiation on my part.
I shouldn't have to pay you to delete this bit.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to delete it.
Brendan. I have deleted bits for you before.
I think. Hold on. What did we delete?
I know a very specific thing we delete. I can think of many things we
I
deleted.
made fun of a dear friend.
Well, I don't want that shit in the podcast where I say that a girl doesn't.
Where you say that girls can,
I don't know
that a fucking parade of snatch can flow in and out of your room.
And they will be, dude. But I want to delete the part where I said it.
But you'll keep in this part
Brent, yes,
where I
leave this part
argue
in.
with you about
Delete
it.
the fucking part. I'm not kidding. I didn't like that.
All right.
It didn't come out the way I wanted.
All right. We'll delete it. Let's talk about something else to close.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, what have we covered here?
And we've covered everything. We covered
Nick's a sex criminal.
sexual villain Nick
yeah.
Aldershaw.
Go is dead, we think.
I really hope Go is dead.
Yeah.
Only to cement his legacy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. If he's not dead and he's listening,
I wish.
look, just do what you need to do to make that bit work.
Nichols. It's really funny.
Man, if he died and we just hear it on the wind. Nichols.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, man. I guess R.I.P. Go, dude.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Do you think that maybe do you think that Sam was just riffing on like the fact that Brody Stevens had died? Is that what that was? Do you think? It seems weird. It's like in bad taste.
Well, that's the thing is like it would like how it's impossible to know if Go's alive or dead. I mean, first of all,
Even when we saw him,
how would you Google him?
He's not on Facebook?
I think he is on Facebook.
I'll
But
look
even
that
then,
up.
you don't post when you fucking die.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
And if Go dies, nobody's taking control of his account to turn it into a memorial Facebook page.
Yeah,
Go has no extended family who's gonna.
yeah. Facebook sends an email and it just lights up on like a burner phone that's smashed on the side of a highway.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, I guess we're his next of kin.
Yeah. I guess that's probably fair. Do we have to go find the body? Now we got to go find. We have to go dig Go's body out of a dumpster somewhere in West Hollywood. Oh man.
So what does Go look like?
But just put his ashes inside his shitty guitar.
Yeah, Go's probably like
He looks exactly like Chadwick Dravik, but old.
He's probably like 95 pounds, something. I don't
Yeah,
even think
yeah.
he's in the triple digits.
He's
got
future
gross-
Isaac. He's what Isaac will be.
Yeah, if Isaac's hair was long and stringy, and he wore a beret, and to go wear like a leather jacket. I
He
feel
wears like glasses with tape on them.
sick.
One of those guys who has like an extremely cultivated look to then say nothing.
Yes, exactly. You're right. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Anyway, we respect him, and I think that's about time. What do you think, fellas?
Wherever he is, man,
Yeah.
goes out to him.
R.I.P.
Byrne, very nice to have you back on the podcast.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Thanks for doing the cast.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm sad that we didn't get to see a video of you having
Oh
sex.
wait, is it up?
Nah, I couldn't get it. I mean, well, I'll just give you a recap of what happened the last time.
Okay.
So it was just very bad fucking. So I was at it at an angle where I was trying to.
The cast isn't over yet, baby.
I was
This is
trying.
great.
I was trying to like fuck. I'll do like a visual. So you know like missionary on
Don't
the edge of
face
the
me
bed.
while you fucking do it,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, you know like
Aim your cock
missionary
away
on
from
the
me.
edge of the bed.
Yeah.
When you do that
I'm
position?
aware. Byrne,
Yeah.
I've had sex.
Yes, I know.
That's not like some deep secret move.
Yeah. You don't want you fuck, but you're on a bed.
I did think I found it. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, you could not.
I
be
love
on
that,
the-
You
like-
thought you found a missionary on the edge of a bed?
He like
Yeah,
starts.
I thought.
You fucking idiot.
He like starts recording while his like phone is on the bed, so you
No,
see
no,
it like
I'm holding
he
the
picks it up
phone.
and it like pans across her bored face.
Oh man, I forgot about that
She
part.
just looks like pissed.
That's
I'll
hilarious.
tell you the story behind this gal. She cucked me for a Twitch player
That
and a
sucks.
2K guy, and I found out because she like. I like just like saw her like add somebody on something, and the guy was like Los Polos or something. He's just this fat Italian guy who plays 2K. And she was just like in the. And
Was he making
this
good
is-
money?
This is yeah, I think so. I
Damn.
think he's like rich.
Damn.
But this is how Guido this fucking guy was. The way I found out she was cheating on me was they went to the Jersey Shore house and they took a tour of it, and I watched up to like 20 minutes, and I just see her in it.
Oh
just
my
like making
God,
some weird
dude.
face.
Yeah, you're the worst person to try to like cheat on like on the internet because you are the most devious internet fucking detective.
Oh,
ever.
dude, I fucking those fake Twitter accounts where I would just find out what people were doing.
How many fake Twitter accounts do you have?
Enough where I can't put my phone number in a new Twitter account.
Holy shit! Are you fucking Matt?
I mean, like, because sometimes when you make those fake quotes, you forget your password for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
I was
emails,
like-
You don't use
Like-
this. I use the same password for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just see like some account followed me named like DJ Don de Blasio. And it's like
Fucking
some
Christ.
like Italian guy avatar. I'm like, oh man, has a new account. Nice.
yeah. But the crazy part is, like, I would put like fake emails because you also can't put the same email. So just do suckdick@suckdick.com and forget I ever did it.
And you can't even retrieve a fucking password.
Yeah, and so I just kept making new accounts.
Oh my fucking god. That's fucking.
Are you
But
sure-
anyway,
are
I
you
was
sure
fucking-
You're not going to tell your. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
But anyway, I was fucking, and it was so bad. Like, and so Crick saw me fucking, and he's like, "Your dick is so white that it looks like it already came in the condom."
It was a ghostly dick.
That is hilarious,
But
dude.
the funniest thing was like he's fucking her. One hand is like using the camera. The other's just like weirdly in the middle of her chest.
Oh, I was fucking like a total autist, dude.
What are you? You're trying to make sure she doesn't slip out from under you.
I'll explain it. I was trying to keep my balance because I'm very uncoordinated. So I had the camera. So I was trying to like keep balance to like because I don't have the leg strength to just fuck without hands.
Oh my god.
So you're smashing this girl's sternum, and he's also like he's going. He sounds like a puppy.
Like
Oh
a
yeah, because
fucking
I broke my
dog.
nose several times, so I'm a mouth breather.
Honestly, I have a fucked up septum. I can.
Oh man, but mouth breather when you're fucking so awful, especially if you're fucking from behind and you just feel breath on your back.
The worst thing, dude. So let me ask you this: do you have a tough time eating pussy as a mouth breather? It's so
Nah,
you
dude.
can't get any air.
Nah, dude, what I do is I'll like literally. I use breathing as a technique, dude. I just like blow on the pussy. And what's that? And I'll be like, you'll see. Like I'll do a move where I'll just
What's that? You'll see.
no.
Having sex with somebody is no good.
That will pay off in the third act.
Yeah.
I am setting the dominoes.
Well, sometimes as I'm eating pussy, I'll like take a like I'll be like,
yeah.
and it's like extra penetration on the pussy.
Do you know what penetration means?
No, I should know. It. Yeah,
That
penetration's
doesn't
going in.
make any sense.
Do you
when
mean
just said-
stimulation?
Stimulation. There you go. Brendan, I don't have much access to words.
God damn.
Damn.
That was really picked up.
Holy fuck.
No, but
dude.
what was
Damn.
your other question about?
Oh,
fucking?
are you really not going to tell your Tinder strategy?
Oh, it's the end.
Yeah.
So okay.
You got to get through a
fuck it.
lot to
Yeah,
get
and
to.
hey, we're deleting that other. I'm not fucking forgetting.
All
We're
right, it was
deleting
like,
that.
I'm kinda-
55 minutes or something.
I'm kind of seeing a gal now, and I don't want her to just like. But it's the end. Fuck it. If she's really digging,
Just don't post this on Facebook.
oh yeah, I
dude.
will not. But
Does
you
she know your
broads look-
Twitter?
No.
All
I
right.
never.
Hey,
anyway, so on Tinder, so I
This
was
is a pro strat.
so I was dating this girl for a year, and it was not enjoyable. And
Jesus Christ.
so I'd like tried cheating, just regular, just being on Tinder. But one of her friends caught me on it, and I was like, ah, shit. So my excuse was, oh, I forgot to delete my account, and I was like, oh fuck, how am I gonna cheat now? So. Because I was only, but what's worse than cheating is trying to cheat and failing.
Getting
Yeah.
caught
Yes.
attempting to cheat.
Of course.
Just objectively failing. So
That's the worst case scenario for cheating.
yeah, but I'm a compulsive liar, so I gotta dodge that bullet.
It's true.
So
I don't think you lie to your boys, but you do have like
I'm honest as shit
yeah, you have,
to my friends.
You have multiple. It's like you lie only to women and anyone online.
I would say only to women. Like I lie to people where it like my livelihood depends on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do that.
yeah.
But anyway, the strategy was I would so to cheat on my girlfriend, I would try to get matches. So I searched. I'm like, okay, what like picture just like wouldn't come back? So I just searched a college. I searched like Central Florida on Facebook. And I just looked at the guy and I just like picked the hottest dude and just put his profile picture, his pictures.
Oh my god, dude.
just download like
Nick-
6
Nick-
of his pictures.
Yeah, Nick looks disgusted.
I mean, I heard about this, but I can't like. It's actually being confronted with it. I'm like, this is so wild. It's real.
It's so smart.
Okay, but so I was swiping, and this is how hot this guy was. Every single person matched. Like every time I swiped, it was just like match, 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 match. And I was just on it and I realized there's a thing you can do, which I should have realized before. It's turn off and on show on Tinder. So when I had enough matches, I just turned it off and just put my pictures up.
Right.
And
Holy
then,
fuck.
but when I messaged, nobody noticed the. Fake, well,
yeah, 'cause-
actually, one person did. One person was like, "Did you have different pictures before?" And I was like, and then John matched.
Yeah, but girls get so many matches that they would never notice.
That was that's the reason for the strategy. And then, but it was amazing. I was just messaging people who are way out of my league.
Yeah, because you can message
You know
every
Lupita-
woman in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you know Lupita Nyong'o?
You matched with Lupita Nyong'o?
Her cousin. I had sex,
Right, right.
I had sex with her cousin.
You had sex with Lupita Nyong'o's cousin?
Yes, and I'll tell you the
This
funny.
is on the fucking cast, dude. Oh my god.
And no, she's great, but
She's great,
no,
dude.
shouts out. No, I'm not going to say her name.
Yeah, don't do
Yeah,
that.
don't say her fucking name, you retard.
No, she's a great gal, but no, she's really nice.
Like, so she's great. I tricked her into
do you-
fucking me.
No, I didn't trick.
How do you know that she's Lupita Nyong'o's cousin
She
for real?
told me. She was like talking about it, and she like showed me pictures with. I'm like, oh yeah, it's
That's
Lupita
sick.
Nyong'o's cousin. But so the way we stopped talking.
That doesn't necessarily mean she's hot, I'm realizing. That just means she's related to a hot
she's
person.
hot. No,
For
she's
some
hot.
reason, it's very believable when black people are cousins of famous people. Like our
Yeah,
Well, it's because we can't tell them apart.
but like the guy who was steaming our carpets over the weekend, he was like, "Oh,
Jokes, people.
Oh, y'all
No, I
from
know.
y'all's from Philly? My cousin was on the Eagles until he went away for dog fighting." And we're like, you mean Michael Vick? And he's like, "Oh, you heard of him?"
Didn't hear Michael Vick. Oh, so anyway, so this is how so like we were just like, going out, and she was like very nice. Like went out for like 3 months, and just like I was having sex, and like recently I've just been raw dogging way too quick. It's a problem.
Yeah.
So I was
careful.
I was
Yeah,
I was
when Nick is coming down on raw dog and you're raw
And
dog.
I'm all for raw dogging, dude, but like here's the thing. If you feel that you're doing too much raw dogging, you're definitely doing too much raw dogging.
no. Well, I haven't. I don't. Do
I
it
always
much.
forget that women lie. So they're like, "I just got tested," and I'm like, "That sounds true."
Well, yeah,
No, I don't care about STDs.
Yeah, dude,
I care about children.
They just cured HIV, so what are you even worried about?
I mean,
I'm worried about syphilis or gonorrhea or something.
They can fix that. Those are curable.
I don't really care.
I mean, gonorrhea is no longer curable.
if-
Depends what kind you get.
I don't know. But anyway, she so I was having sex and she just goes, "Come in me." and I'm and my fucking ape brain.
This is
just
the cousin.
And you
Yeah.
yell Wakanda
So-
forever.
No, so I did it, and then the next day she was like, yeah, I think we should just be friends. And I'm like, what? You told me to come into you yesterday, and she's like, oh, big whoop.
Damn.
she's like, oh, big, and she was like, like weird shit when somebody's like making fun of you, that like do like a voice where they're like, oh, I'm not. She was like, oh, I'm mad, I'm coming, oh, I'm so special. It's like, no, you're not. She's like, I could just take Plan B, motherfucker. I'm like, okay.
Wow,
Damn.
Jesus
And I was
Christ.
just heartbroken, dude.
Man,
I was
that is
fucking
the
US
worst when like
That was probably just karma being like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or it was like
sure,
this
sure.
attractive.
joke's on you liking me, you idiot. Sex
Yeah.
means nothing to me. I'm broken.
Dude, it was so funny.
I was only fucking you as a bet. As a bet that I had with a bunch of other relatives of famous people.
Yeah, it's like in the 80s movie where like you have to go on a date with the nerd, but it's like you need to sire a child with this
Man.
retard.
She goes back to the council of famous relatives later that night, and she pulls your cum out of her pussy and throws it on the table, and they all just start shelling out fucking Benjamins to her.
Oh no, nobody would buy my cum is bad.
Oh God,
I actually have. Well, I'm thinking of getting a vasectomy just so I don't have to wear a condom, and I know I don't want to reproduce because I just.
they're not going to
see
let
it
you
happen.
do that.
I-
You're like 22. They don't give 22-year-olds vasectomies.
Anybody can get a fucking vasectomy, I think. It's an elective
They
surgery.
do.
It's
they
an
do-
elective surgery, but I've heard
I
it's
have
very
looked at-
difficult to get a doctor to agree to do it.
I have
Under
looked it
30.
up. They don't completely agree with it.
I mean,
I could just tell them just the shit I tell you guys, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah."
I was
Yeah,
gonna
well,
say.
what about if you want to sell your sperm? You're tall and blonde with blue eyes.
Are you a doctor? Here's what I fucking learned trying to sell sperm, dude.
Mm-hmm.
What college degree do you have?
What?
Do you have a college degree at all?
I'm in college right now.
Okay, what degree are you getting?
Communications.
I mean, but like, what level are you? like,
Bachelor's.
bachelor's.
it.
They're not going to take your sperm.
Yeah.
They want people
They
with
want
masters and
master's
doctorates. I don't know why. Like, that's not going to make your kid a fucking
But I'm also
doctor.
a dumb
Yeah.
man. They don't want. they
You
don't want
also
my
you have to be
sperm.
like over 6 foot because they're trying to erase my people.
Do they do it? Do they base it on salary ever?
I think that's part. That's the thing
Yeah.
is like
It's crazy.
Like if you're the kind of dude you want, you don't need $50 to fucking come.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Brendan. It's so much more than $50.
Really?
It's tens of thousands of dollars.
Really?
Yes,
I thought it was like $100 or something.
dude. It's thousands of dollars. It's because think about the service you're fucking providing. It's intense, and also like it's a very.
Oh yeah,
like,
I guess you could get like sued for child support depending on the state and shit.
Well, not just that. No, it's because you also have to you've got to make like weekly deposits. Like you're storing you literally by the time
You gotta come forever.
Well, no, really. By the time you're done, that's what that Vince Vaughn movie, The Delivery Man's about. By the time you're done
Yeah.
donating sperm, you potentially will have like hundreds of children all over America.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's
Yeah. Have
Have
crazy.
you ever donated sperm?
I can. I wanted to. I'm not tall enough when I don't have a college degree.
How tall are you?
I'm like just under 6 feet. I'm like 5'11" and
Oh, same here.
X. You know.
I thought you were taller.
You thought I was?
I thought you were like 6'1".
Dude, I wish. I'll fucking. If I come off like 6'1", I'll
yeah.
start telling people
Dude,
that.
I
you want to
thought-
borrow my lift?
Dude, I thought you were 6'1".
I think I
don't know
look
why.
wicked tall in that photo.
I think,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm like an absurdly small man.
and you also have a tall man's build. Like you kind of have just a build of a
Well, like
very tall
mesomorph,
man.
like yeah. Oh man, Matt, come on the cast anytime, dude. This is great. I can't believe we were gonna end the cast. Well, let's keep fucking going.
Yeah, fuck
yeah,
it, dude.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
Here when
You're a tall man, and I heard you fucked 60 people. That's impressive.
sick. No, I haven't fucked 60 people. I fucked like 30 something.
I heard 60.
Where
From
did you
who?
hear that?
I remember listening to the first podcast.
I said 60.
You said 60.
I don't
you
even
said
think I
60.
said how many. No, I didn't want to say how many people. God, you just made
I
me
don't-
fucking say it.
No, you said 60.
I don't think that.
No, there's no way.
I think we were
ne-
talking about girls we fucked who gave us their number. I've said my
Oh.
number on here, but I remember Nick
I
adamantly
refuse to
refusing
say.
to.
It's well, I just fucking let it out. It's I fucked like 30 something. I stopped keeping
Oh,
track around
I
like
thought it was-
32.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought I remember
That
hearing
seems
60,
like
and I was very
normal if you're. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like, well, I just did. Here's
mean,
the crazy thing. The
doesn't matter
majority,
either
the
way.
majority of that was done when I was 19, and then like it's gotten a lot more sparse.
Yeah,
as the
see,
years have gone on.
yeah, I heard you say that. and
Yeah,
I
then
heard
you
say
moved to
60.
LA.
I might have just been like, I might have just made it up here. I don't know.
This
But
is your
I did.
headcanon for coward
So
hour.
that's why you thought I was tall because I fucked 60 women.
Yeah, for every woman you fuck, you grow a centimeter.
I don't know. I actually think there is a correlation between height and fucking.
Yes,
of course
but I'm
there is.
saying-
Look at how
Absolutely.
upset Brendan is.
Do you read my tweets? It's a fucking genocide.
Hang on a minute. I'm gonna close
Yeah.
the window really quick because it's 9:30.
But
Because I'm screaming about small erasure.
yeah, but I wasn't saying it's. But I'm saying guys who are 6'6", I think fuck more than anybody. Like guys who are like above, like NBA.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
that's
I think
status.
past 6'6", it starts to go down. Like
know-
7 foot tall dudes don't get much pussy.
Well, because
Actually,
at that
they
point you
do.
got like a weird. You look bizarre. Like
Yeah,
your,
yeah.
your
Yeah.
features are all fucked.
Though, for
Unless
the
you're an
most
NBA
part,
player,
yeah,
then
you
it
can,
looks right.
You can be like a tall dude, and you can be fat, you can be ugly.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to, Armando Torres?
Yeah.
I was talking to him about this, where he was talking about like when he was homeless as like a tall, fat, homeless man, he was like still cleaning it up in comparison to me.
Damn, dude.
Crazy.
I fucked when I was homeless. It was a
I
blast.
feel like at that point, it's like you gotta close or you're on the streets.
No,
It's
it's-
a
that-
certain
dude, that-
desperation. Too.
It's easy to fuck, I think, when you're homeless because you're like, I got nothing else to do.
Yeah,
So you're just
I
like,
got nothing
"Yeah,
but
fuck it."
time.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's hard to fuck when you're homeless because you have no money. Like, that's
Yeah.
Let's just go to the park.
yeah. Let's,
LA women fucking hate. like,
they hate go. No,
go
you have
to
to. You got to take them, so you got to impress them.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's.
I feel like
Man.
you kind of got to impress but because I feel like at a park they're just like, this seems weird. They're like he's either poor or he wants to murder me.
No, dude,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
women in Baltimore, like artsy girls in Baltimore, you just be like, let's go on a walk, and that's
Yeah.
a perfectly nobody's spending any money, perfectly fine date. Go
Yeah.
to the fucking
that's
free
true.
art
Yeah,
museum.
let's meet in the park and walk around. We'll probably wind up getting ice cream or something at some point.
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
nice, normal time.
not women in LA.
No.
You got to spend $40 for a ticket to LACMA.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god.
Take me to a bar with an unpronounceable name where a mean man yells at me.
Zellas.
Do you think anybody
was
can
there.
fuck without a car here?
No.
I mean,
I mean, unless you're like so rich you can just Uber anywhere.
You think
Yeah,
without
yeah,
a
yeah.
car? I mean, that's bad news for me, I guess. But
Because it's so hard to get around here without a car. Because I literally
oh,
looked
it's not.
no, but I'm
I've been
saying,
doing it.
okay, so
If you're on a
what's-
time crunch, though, it is.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, so public transportation. Where is the public transportation? Like, because I looked it up. Like, where are the stations?
What do you mean, like metro stations?
Yeah, where are the
there's
metro
one
stations?
2 blocks that way.
Okay.
and it like from there, I can get from here to North Hollywood, and then take a bus to the Burbank House. I can get most places. I can get to Santa Monica. I can get to the Santa
Is it
Monica
like a
Pier
regular
from here.
subway where it's just like a bunch of stops and just like a line? Is it like lines?
No, I mean like it stops at like it basically stops at like generally like important hubs throughout the city, but there's a fuckload of stops.
There's so few
Okay.
stops that like when I see one, I like like in the back of my mind, I think it's like a set. I'm like, oh, it's like a backlot thing.
No,
Like,
here's
there's no
the
way
thing.
that's a real train.
There's more stops than you think because a lot of them are just concealed. But like there are a fuckload of train stops where like you don't even realize they're train stops. It's just like you just like come out. It's not like denoted.
You
by
come out
anything.
of the manhole.
Yeah. You rise through that fucking those grates that pop up.
You force yourself between 2 hedges. God, I love infrastructure, baby.
Oh, man, and LA's infrastructure is coming up.
Yeah, I've seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and it taught me a lot about civics.
Yeah, dude. And that is. I always forget that is the subplot of that movie is the death of the trolley car.
Yeah.
Oh, we had it all.
Yeah, man, I almost fucked, and I still feel weird about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't like that?
I don't know.
Well, no, just that girl who stood me up for coffee, and then she texted me 3 weeks later to reschedule, and then we scheduled the exact same date, and she stood me up again, and then a week later she just texts me, "Hey, do you want to come over to my house tonight?"
Yeah,
And I was so baffled I just didn't even respond.
dude. You should. Here's the thing. You should have been.
I think you're better not fucking.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I think you're happier because every time you fuck, you just
you're right.
go
Fucking
in-
makes me very sad.
Yeah, you just go into a weird spiral because people are fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because I
Yeah.
can only fuck insane people.
Not only, but it's also your preference. Like, you'll fuck like a normal woman, and you're like, oh, she's boring.
Yeah, like, this
Hey man,
sucks.
I fucking get it, dude. And that's
Yeah.
what this woman would have been for sure.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you should. Here's the thing, Brendan. You should have just been like, "What's your address?" and gone over and had good sex with a crazy person.
I don't know. I think people need to stop having sex so much.
Byrne, what are you fucking talking about, dude?
No,
I don't know. I've never
I'm-
never gone from an app straight to a person's house. I've always met like out in public.
Never?
No.
No, never.
Oh, really? I think that's the easiest one. I think going to somebody else's house is because, like, I would never invite somebody to me because that sounds creepy.
Yeah, I don't like
If I'm
that.
like, I'll hang at your place because it's like it's your place. It's not me.
See, I feel like it's less creepy if it's my house, because like then if like I guess from their perspective, like if I'm weird and they want to dip, I don't know where they live, and wouldn't that make them feel safer?
That's a good point. Also, yeah,
I mean, I'm a brilliant detective, and I would find where they live, but
yeah.
you know.
I mean, either one's probably not the best. It's both. I mean, it's both fucking
man,
crazy.
I'm such a good detective. Like this chick, like before the second date, I had like found her whole web presence.
Oh
I was
my God.
reading some interview she did about her photography.
My favorite thing you ever showed me was when that crazy woman was she was texting you so much she was sending you fuckboy memes.
Oh yeah.
and saying you were a
I
fuckboy.
remember this.
Oh yeah, Megan. I think about her a lot.
Man.
Saying the names on the cast.
I didn't say her last name.
You've had a lot of Megans, so that,
Yeah, that was the year of 3 Megans.
that was so funny.
Jesus Christ.
The one funny thing was when that one of them came over and she just had McDonald's in her hands and she just went straight upstairs, didn't say hi to anybody.
Oh yeah, didn't you and Lemaire talk to her or something?
No, we just go, hey, and she's like, ugh.
Oh yeah, Lemaire threatened to take her McDonald's, and she was terrified. She just walked into my house, and a huge black man screams at her to give him her McDonald's. And then she like comes in my room, and she's like, "Who was that downstairs?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's Lemaire." Like, she's like, "Why was he like that?"
And then Keen's just sweating up your couch.
Yeah, Keen. God. Anytime you would bring a girl, so we sometimes we would call Lemaire and Keen. Like one time, Fennell called them the twins because they would sit on the couch, just both so fat, panting like two pugs.
Fennell is like the only one who would actually like help you get pussy. Like where his
The other
presence would
two
be like,
actively
oh,
sabotage it at every step.
yeah. Dude, Keen's bathroom was
Oh
the
my
most
God.
it's the grossest thing I've ever seen. I love Keen, but dude, clean that bathroom.
Yeah, when I moved in, the bathroom was horrific.
Oh man.
And I like cleaned it as like a, hey guys, let's get it back on track. And it was just like, there was like rainbow mold and shit. It was
Oh my
insane.
God, dude. Holy
Dude, it was
fuck.
insane.
There was, like, the toilet had like shit caked on it, but like behind it, like,
When I was-
like insane places.
When I was in Keen's bathroom, I was weary about peeing. You know how fucking crazy your bathroom has to be when you're like pee? Because like people pee outside. Just like somebody's home, you're like, I don't know if I want to pee here.
Yeah, dude. Oh my fucking God.
Now imagine trying to like fuck a chick in that shower.
Yeah. Or just like near that. It's like anywhere near that area.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I wasn't even comfortable pulling out my dick.
Oh,
It's the grossest thing I've ever seen. Oh man.
I can't do fucking dirty
It
bathrooms.
was the
man.
perfect incel bathroom.
It was a very incel
like,
bathroom.
I just like went in that room was like crazy.
And it was like a newly remodeled house, so it was all like harsh LEDs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was yeah, that was a fucking weird. That was a weird time. Strange times.
Yeah, strange time in that house. And I had that
Yeah.
room where like it was just full of furniture because I had moved from a much bigger room.
Right.
So it's just like everything was like
Just
crunched.
crammed together.
You
Yeah.
had a bunch of books and then that like creepy cardboard thing of yourself that you got from like a short film.
Oh yeah, I had the fake head of me
God.
from the back page.
Yeah.
Where I just had it there. And I would
Where
always
is that now?
it's at my parents' house in Lancaster.
Oh God.
I should bring it back with
Do you
me.
know what's crazy is back then, like you were like the ladies' man out of our group.
I was fucking.
Like you were fucking the most out of all of us. It's so strange to see like the transition because
Yeah.
like you were definitely the best with women out of me, Ben, Lemaire, or like any of that
That
group.
puts you guys in dire straits, dude.
yeah, yeah.
I know it,
But the thing is, Philly is just like a very.
it's easy to do.
It's an easy town
Yeah,
to
LA,
fuck.
LA is a lot harder to fuck.
Yeah, and in Philly,
Yeah.
like being a comic matters a lot. It's
Right,
very
right.
impressive and interesting.
It's not what literally every other person does, even just on the side.
And for
Yeah.
LA, people actually move here to do shit. But for Philly, they're like, yeah, I grew up in Northeast,
Yeah,
and then they stay there forever.
That's why going home and saying that you're visiting from LA, oh my
Mhm.
God, dude, you'll
Oh,
clean
man.
the fuck up.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, dude.
I can't wait. Visiting from LA, I do not have a podcast.
Actually, I feel like this podcast wouldn't be that bad to hear.
what do you think?
I'm saying, like, compare. I think the last one would have been because like last one we just like we were just mean.
Yeah, last one we'd be like in Lemaire's room, and I'd be like texting the girl like on air, like, "All right, gonna trick this idiot into coming and sucking my dick now." And then he would like
my
hear the
God.
doorbell ring. I'd be like, "All right, see you later, fellas."
I remember when I was listening, I was like, "Oh shit, this is even I'm kind of uncomfortable."
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, but I actually think because like I don't because you guys are not offensive on it. You guys just sometimes like just are fucking weird on it, but it's not like.
You think we're
offensive.
fucking weird? What do you think? What do you think's fucking weird?
No, not weird. I don't.
You
I'm saying
piece of
to
shit in my fucking bedroom.
No, I'm saying to a broad, not to me. I've listened,
oh.
Yeah, no, he's cool.
I've listened to every episode. I'm just not going to listen to this one because I hate my voice. But I listened to the other ones, and they're like, it's like relatively normal.
You think that's what people keep saying, but I can't gauge it, dude, because
I have
you
no
guys,
idea.
You guys are like you guys are like a little more like, you guys like Matt and Shane without politics. I feel
right.
like.
our Matt and Shane have gotten less political, though. I feel like. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I
I'm
guess-
saying without the politics at all. Because
Yeah.
I'm saying, because like, it's
Because we
the
just
same.
like don't have any beliefs.
Yeah, because it's the same dynamic where you just say something fucking ridiculous, and somebody goes, "What's that?" and then you go into it.
Yeah. All right, I like that. They had some fun. I mean, I'm not going to
Yeah.
talk about episodes of Matt and Shane on this, but I don't want to like fucking.
Yeah. I was just
Get you
saying.
inside
I was just
baseball.
saying it's like just a regular good dynamic.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, bud.
We were
Yeah.
discussing in the car about what it would be like to listen to you and McCusker talk for
Dude,
an
because
hour.
I was saying you're like
It would be insane.
I would.
you're kind of bizarro McCusker. Like you're kind of just like a version of like kind of. I'm trying to think of a way to say it.
Oh,
like
please,
you're
I wanna
a
hear
lot
this.
like I feel like if McCusker like wasn't as blue collar,
Yeah.
but you're like McCusker if you.
No, get it.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of
I
the
love this.
comparison because
I almost did.
it's like McCusker, but he doesn't. You don't have like the crazy stories about like fucking like hookers that might be men kind
Yeah,
of thing.
no.
Like
Yeah.
you guys, because you guys have that same like weird interest. Like you guys both are interested
Very
in
into
something.
like vibes.
Well, something interested.
Dude, vibes.
Well, you're always interested in something weird for like a month, and you are just consumed by it.
Yes.
Yeah.
How
Like,
do you-
'cause
you can- wait,
McCusker-
hold up. You can tell that from this fucking podcast.
Yes, I can read people. But
shut up.
but
He's an empath. Can't you tell by his
yeah.
cold,
Oh,
dead
that's-
eyes?
Oh,
But,
that's why you're manipulative.
But I'm not manipulative.
No, empaths are manipulative. I'm an empath too.
I don't know. But I
You
was
think you're
just
not,
saying.
wait, you think you're not manipulative? You've set up a fucking fake Tinder profile to trick women.
just-
Hey,
Hey,
that
just-
was months
yeah.
ago.
Yeah. Also,
But,
you can only judge someone by how they treat their boys.
Yeah. But
That's my
anyway,
belief.
You both are just like because like McCusker will just be interested in like one thing. Like he'll be interested in fucking Jordan Peterson for like 4 months, and then they like, what do you think about Jordan Peterson? He's like, I don't know, he's all right. And he'll just be into something else. But you're just like into the pedophile elite for like an entire month, where it's not. You can't get it off.
It's
your
all
brain.
consuming.
I can't get it off
But
my
that's
brain, dude.
that's like my favorite type of like
Yeah.
thing to listen to
thanks,
because
bud.
because I get interested in something, but I rack focus because I'm a dumb man. Like I was obsessed with R. Kelly, but then I just lost focus.
Wait, like pro or con? Or for
No,
or
just
against?
interest because I watched. Well,
He's
'cause
interesting.
I watched the Open Secret and the entire R. Kelly, and I was like, "Oh man, this discography is hella good." And I was remembering, and I was I had so many good R. Kelly memories because I Believe I Can Fly was the first song I ever heard, like as a baby.
What? It was
I-
the first song you ever heard.
Yes, it's the first one I remember ever hearing because it was in Space Jam, and as it was like calming music as a baby. I remember because it came out the same year I was born.
You were like, someday
So-
I'm going to be just like this guy.
No. He's a bad man, and he's just dumb too.
He's an idiot. He
Yeah.
can't. He's illiterate.
Have you watched the? Have you watched the Lifetime documentary about him?
Yeah.
I
Dude, do you
haven't.
see the part where he's just like, I can't stop videotaping myself? It's like you're fucking minded. He's like, man, he's like telling his manager, like, man, I can't stop this shit. And the manager is like, yeah, I didn't really do much about it. And then he goes, and then his manager just, there's two of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. Just said, the manager's like, but he loved Aaliyah, man.
Oh my god.
And then his brother, he's in prison, so he has nothing to lose. So he just goes, man, I don't get why they're so mad at my brother. He's like, I like older women. That's my preference. He's like,
Two sides of the coin.
He's like, my
my
man
God.
Kills, his preference is younger women. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with that.
Dude, I love the smooth black guy spin on things. I love that. Let me break it down for you word by word.
That's
break
what
it
you
down,
need.
Charlotte.
If you're like a politician, you just need like some black guy from the hood who's like good at talking his way out of getting caught cheating.
Yeah.
To come out and be like, my man sold nukes to the Russians.
Oh, man.
But
Yeah, my name.
The word is opportunity.
yeah.
My name's Ben DeCarson.
Oh my
Dude,
fucking
Trump would be amazing if he was black. Dude, can you imagine how awesome?
Let me tell you something.
Everybody would love
Black
Trump.
Trump?
Trump was black. 100% of
I want to
right
see
across
this
the-
like Marvel Comics what if.
Dude, Trump would just be dragging them on
Yeah.
Twitter. Trump would be dragging everybody.
Just firing back with gifts.
Dude.
He'd be like, Hillary, I'll fuck that bitch up.
Dude, I can't wait. I'm like getting so pumped for debates. It's like I've
Man.
been waiting. It's like
Who do
when
you
True
think's gonna
Detective
run?
took 4 years to come back. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's
Who do you think's gonna run for the Dems?
Hillary.
I don't think Hillary's gonna run.
I
I
think
think
she's
she's
gonna
fucking.
run.
You think
She's gonna
so?
run, but
I mean, I think
Yeah.
Biden's probably gonna run.
You don't think she's at least going to try to run?
we all know Trump's just winning again.
He's gonna win
Yeah.
again for
He's
sure.
just absolutely because the backlash. Because what's weird is like
It's a good thing I closed
So-
this. It's a good thing I closed that fucking window.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! You know where you are.
yeah,
Hey, Mexicans love Trump.
Not these.
Not these ones?
Not the ones around here.
but I'm anti-Trump. But like the hate towards
Oh,
Trump
'cause
makes
these
me
ones
like
are
him
illegal.
sometimes.
Yeah, that's why there's no parking. Because there's 12 people crammed in every house and they all have a fucking car.
I love how
okay.
there's just a building that said 98 cents.
This is 98-cent store.
Yeah.
Why not $1?
Why don't you keep that 2 cents, Byrne?
You know what's
Ah.
funny? You know what's hilarious? Nothing there is 98 cents. You can't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
anything for 98
dollar
cents
store.
there.
Yeah.
It's same thing with the dollar store. It'll just be a shitty convenience store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Man, we're really taking them down.
no, well, what?
I was gonna say we're going to racist voices. It's just like a shitty Seinfeld
Dude,
bit.
I keep like this cast is fucking slot. I don't give a shit, dude. This
Yeah.
cast is going all over.
This is
the
a
place.
freewheeling.
This is
I
a
like
freewheeling ass
this.
cast.
I like
I mean, I
freewheeling.
do think that like for not only because it'll benefit what I want to get deleted, we should probably do dates again at the end.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
weird to have dates like at the 50-minute mark of like a fucking 90-minute
yeah.
cast.
No, it's like a gas digital cast where like then we cut in us suddenly doing an ad as if we'd done it in
Yeah.
the middle of
And
the.
then Louis J. Gomez just fights somebody in the middle.
Well, I'm trying to get this
Brian.
fucking. It's like I've got like a Brian Regan-esque bit about like because there's 99-cent store out here, but then there's another store called the 99 cents and up store, and it's like. Yeah, that's just a store. That's the unspoken agreement of every store.
Yeah.
Some things will be 99 cents, and
Yeah.
then some things will be other prices. Like, that's. I'm gonna do that. I'm working on a clean 90 that I'm gonna do for fucking Christian crowds.
A clean 90 seconds before you go.
Clean 90
Man,
seconds.
these size queens want you to fuck them with the damn baby.
With the baby. She gave birth. You got to go get Junior and shove him back in the pussy just to make her go ooh.
I don't know why this reminded me of this, but like,
It's a great bit, right? I'm gonna start doing that
Have
bit on
you done
stage.
it?
No, because I did it in Baltimore because I started to do it and I said I think I have to do this in a black voice for it to make sense. Let me tell you, crushed,
yeah.
crushed.
I think
Yeah.
black voice works for you because like I just would never expect it. Like
From
if I
me,
saw you, I
I'm
just
not
like,
too
would
good at
never.
them.
What?
I'm not very good at them.
Is that,
Oh.
say the N word in a black.
No, I'm not saying the M word in a black voice.
Come on.
Yeah, is it better
It's
or
the
worse?
character.
Like if. All right, so in this hypothetical, you're already saying the N word. Is it better or worse to do the voice?
I think it's better because then you can be like, I'm doing an impression.
Yeah, then you're like, I'm appreciating their culture.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
I don't mean to fucking be like that guy
Well,
who was
no.
deplatforming
No, you
Go.
can you can say the N-word, but you just have to pronounce the hard R because otherwise you're appropriating their culture.
I love how people.
You're doing cultural appropriation with their dialect if you don't pronounce the hard R.
Yeah.
So you need to, or else you're racist.
Yeah,
And
I feel
canceled.
that. I
Like
understand
people recognize that Louis was racist 12 years after they laughed at it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's true.
It is funny, like watching that, and people were just like, "Oh, they're completely okay," and now they're just like, "Oh."
that. Yeah, no, I mean seriously, like
It's just the lack of fear in those clips. You're like, wow,
Yeah.
it was so different.
well, and
They're
it's
so
what we
different.
talk about, and then a bunch of people like Patton Oswalt did it the same year. Like a bunch of people.
Oh,
were like,
don't talk about Patton Oswalt.
No. We can talk about Patton Oswalt.
Yeah,
We've talked about this before, but it's like suddenly like Louis like did that, and then there were a bunch of white guys, and because then like on Talking Funny, they all started saying the N word,
yeah.
and it was like a bunch of white guys were just like, I guess we can say the N word to be brave.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
that's
That was-
brave.
yeah,
that was
that's what was brave.
You
Yeah.
sent me that
brave
clip.
and powerful.
Yeah, you sent me that clip, and he just says it real uncomfortable. He's like,
That was Nanetting then. As you
Yeah.
came out, you said the N-word, and everyone went, wow.
and he was like rushing to say it. He was just like,
There's
like,
there's that N word that gave us anti gravity.
Yeah.
I think that's like the
Sucks.
first.
Mid-setup.
That's the first message I ever sent you, which is very weird. I'm just like, what's the thing with Patton saying the N word?
And I
didn't say, like, who
I'll give
was.
you the exact timestamp, dude. I've been obsessed with this.
Yeah. I didn't even say
We
like,
should
oh,
like
I'm
cut
Kirk's
that
friend.
clip and re-upload it, where it's just he gets to there's the blank that invented anti-gravity, then just add a big laugh.
Oh, it gets a big laugh.
Oh, it does.
It gets a huge laugh.
Wow.
But he says it
Yeah.
uncomfortably, so it
Yeah.
sounds cringy. Dude, his Twitter is insufferable.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
insufferable.
he
it is
retweeted me the week that
insufferable, yeah.
never mind.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah. But
A deeply ironic moment when he retweeted
dude,
you.
oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
When we were doing a hilarious bit.
On the podcast that will not be rementioned
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to get fucking disappeared.
Is that in that episode still?
Yeah. Well, the first time we mentioned it, because it's not as bad. I took it out of the one, or I've been meaning to take it out of the one.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, you didn't.
Where I just won't leave. You know what? I'm like getting to the point where I'm like, maybe I just won't even fuck with it. But I don't want to say it again. Because
you have to like buy a computer.
I have a
Yeah.
computer.
Oh,
What do you think I'm writing this fucking screenplay on, you doofus?
I didn't know. It's
Yeah.
teenage's computer.
No.
I don't know.
No, we don't just.
Do
we
I
don't
know
just-
your whole life?
Yeah, apparently not. Like, you've seen my fucking computer. It's in the computer bag.
Well, I see a bag.
There's a computer in there. Do you know what's in my fucking
Anything could
bags,
be in
dude?
that bag. It could be child pornography. It could be a gun.
All right, here we go.
Did Ben?
Yeah, because here's the thing.
I have a funny. Have you ever heard Ben Farrell's story about the kid when he went to high school? He saw a kid watching child pornography.
At school.
Yeah,
What
he
do you
was,
do? What do you do when you see that?
No, but he was saying the kid got caught because he was watching it on Google Glasses.
I mean, look.
And he said like he was doing it for months and nobody caught him. But then one time he just like turned the volume up too loud and he didn't have like headphones in, so it was just like loud child porn. And the principal was like, "What is the meaning of this?" Kid got expelled.
Man, I'm trying to remember
Damn.
like what kids did. Like in sixth grade, it would be like someone's watching like the Badger video, and then the kid next to him is watching child pornography, and they're both equally in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you broke the rules.
That's so funny.
Damn,
Man.
I wonder how different school is.
I wonder how rich that kid was, because I haven't even seen people wear Google Glasses now, and that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I think they tanked that technology.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. Well, there was all this
Maybe
fucking.
it's because of the child porn. They're just like, man.
Yeah, they're like, man, no one's gonna work.
Well,
I'm
but
just
wait, but
leaning
how
back
old was
in my
it? How
chair.
old was this kid who was watching child pornography?
Well, I don't. Ben just told me it was in high school.
Because if he
so
was
he's a
under
high school kid.
18, no harm, no foul, dude.
Yeah, technically,
They're the
I
same.
don't know, dude.
technically,
Technically.
nothing wrong.
I don't know, dude. I think it was child, dude. I don't think it was.
Neither of them are adults in the eyes of the law.
All right.
No harm, no foul, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
That's why I think
I
that if
forget
you
I'm
have
in Los
Down
An-
syndrome, you're allowed to watch child pornography because
you
you're
are, I have a
Yeah.
mind of a child, yeah.
Do they have retarded porn?
Yeah, they definitely do because
I mean,
we
Yeah,
watched
that E-Fucked documentary
the retarded
with the
guy.
retarded guy who keeps going to the bukkake. I showed you that, right?
If you watch it sped up, does it just look like regular porn?
No, not this fucking guy.
Yeah, this guy does a song.
Dude,
He's
oh,
because
yeah.
he can't come, and then he finally comes.
They
right?
turn into like rock because like the way the pay
Is
structure.
it just X-rated Jefftown?
It's pretty much like
Basically,
Jefftown.
dude.
But the documentary is like, it's like everybody goes to the bukkake. I assume it's like audience work where there's a line on the sidewalk in the morning,
Yeah.
and then they let you in to take a picture of everyone's ID or whatever, and then. The deal is, if you come, you get $100. But if you don't come, you get nothing. And he had been coming there for months,
Never coming.
always leaving. And then finally he comes, and he's so excited.
Yeah, and they all don't they like clap for him and
They
shit?
all
Like,
clap for him.
What was that E-fucked video we were watching one time? It was just like a literal crackhead.
Oh, just a crackhead.
Dude,
Oh,
that
one was dark.
horrifying. Yeah.
I love you, fuck, dude.
Yeah, E-fucked.
Yeah.
It's like,
Remember you said you went in just such a deep depression, you were just watching them and not even jerking off?
well, yeah, I mean, you can't. Most of them aren't hot.
I know, but I'm saying you were like, that's how you like...
Just like
you're
before
oh,
bed, I would just like lay there
Yeah.
and just like watch E-fucked like studiously.
I'm pretty sure before we like came to do a mic one time, you were like in the middle of it, and you're like, guys, I can't come out yet.
Oh yeah, I need to
Oh
show
my
you this
God.
video of a guy just shooting airsoft guns at a lady.
Yeah, it's like a Japanese
Oh yeah,
video.
yeah. I've seen this. It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
It's funny that that's literally just all porn in Japan.
and it's set to it's set to like classical music.
That yeah, it sounds like it sounds it sounds like a Clockwork Orange because it's like on a synth.
Yes.
It's just like Beethoven on a synth.
I found another version of that where it's just like the like farm music. It's ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny that that's how like the first porn was, because like I went to the Museum of Sex a few weeks ago in New York. And there's like one thing where it was just literally just like a sex scene, but it was the fucking worst music ever. It was like
It sounds like the Harry Potter music.
and there's no sound to it, but it's sped up because
Yeah, because the way they captured film. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it just looks fucking horrifying.
Well, I think the
I want to
first
play like Flight of the Bumblebees while I just like
Yeah.
Louis. I just jerk off in the corner.
Oh my god.
Man, I can't wait for a special.
He's got one that just isn't released, right?
Yeah. I mean, not a special. It was like the 10th time on stage, apparently.
I mean, he's working on an hour.
What do you? No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I thought that he. Oh, Netflix didn't even make the special that he had. He had a deal.
Oh,
with
were
them,
they
right?
gonna? Did they tape something?
I thought they taped something and it straight up didn't come out because he got fucking me
I
too.
think I think it was I Love You Daddy was the movie that didn't come out. I don't think he had a special coming out because
It's you can't get.
I
I
thought
Love
that
You-
was Cosby who had the Netflix special.
Oh,
that
it
got
Yeah.
shot.
was Cosby. It was Cosby.
because Louis
Fuck,
got
we'll never see
outed-
that.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't even know if it would be good.
My friends,
I thought that Far From Finish was kind of funny, honestly.
It's funny that it was called that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't find Cosby funny, but I realize he has such great structure. He's like undeniable.
I think
rhythm.
I think Bill Cosby's funny. I
Yeah.
think he's really funny. It's
Chocolate
just-
cake.
I know somebody who
Dude.
works at the prison he works at, so maybe we can get that tape.
Yeah.
I was saying to Craig, you should just get him on your podcast.
Yo, dude, I would take a fucking pilgrimage to talk to Bill and ask him about his dead mother who's possessing his hands.
Oh man, we were saying you guys should just put like just Cosby interview clips, and they're just like, oh, why did you rape that woman? And he's just saying,
He's just talking about coming up and stand
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Oh, you like space ghosted?
He's
Where
just
you-
Yeah,
He's like, I was inspired by the Smothers Brothers.
Yo, dude, the Smothers Brothers are fucking fine. I actually went
Yeah,
back
they're
and
fire,
rewatched
dude.
No,
it.
they rule.
I used to collect like old records, and it was like at every like yard sale, it would be like I have so many Cosby records.
Have you heard their bit about the Pumas and the Kravises?
No.
It's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever
Dude,
heard.
old stand-up is so good. Like, have
Yeah.
you ever listened to Red Fox?
Red Fox is great.
Dude, Red Fox is fucking. He's a monster, dude.
I've actually never listened.
He
to
has
Red
like
Fox.
he has like 15 albums,
Yeah.
and they're all ridiculous.
He same Dick what the
Dick
fuck?
Gregory.
Dick Gregory's Franken. Not all Dick Gregory is great. Some Dick Gregory gets
It's
like
dated.
some of
for
it
sure.
gets to like Paul Mooney where it's just like a crazy black guy talking about stuff that he doesn't really understand. Like
Paul Mooney's the most
Yeah.
underrated comic.
Paul
though.
Mooney is
Do
like
you think so?
Is
I
like
think
Alex
he's
Jones
nuts.
for black people.
Dude, I
but
love
Paul Mooney, he's Alex Jones makes sense. Paul Mooney doesn't make any sense at all.
But that's why some of it's funny. Dude, he has a whole bit on how Oprah's a piece of shit, and it's just allocations. It just aren't true. He says she fucks every guest, but it's so funny because he's just making up facts.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's
He's
what
awesome.
he goes, you know, no one's really a true American. If you look at your ID, it says U.S. citizen. No one's a true. There's a difference between being an American and a U.S. citizen, darling. He's like,
That is
Yeah.
the best. Like
It doesn't make it literally is not based in any kind of fact. And then because he did it on O&A and Jim Norton starts to pick it apart. He goes, I'm not American. I was brought here. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm not American. I was brought here. And Jim Norton's like, okay, so are you saying that like only like Native Americans are Americans? He's like, I could be what I'm saying. He's like, yeah, well, they actually came from somewhere else too. So, and Paul Mooney's like, well, I'm not talking about that. I'm like, it's
That's why I like him though, because he's just so tied
pin
to
him
his
down.
dumb opinion.
no, he just pivots. Anytime you poke a hole in his very thinly thought out fucking like wordplay.
it's fucking rice paper. You just fall through the.
He's just, dude, Paul Mooney, he's just a fucking, although Valence Michael, I can't do the bit because I can't say the N-word. I wish I could
I
call
mean, you
it Val-
could. You'll just
No.
people will be mad at you.
I'll replace the word. We're like, I guess Valence Michael did a show with Paul Mooney, and Paul Mooney was like at the bar, and Valence went up, and he was like, really funny Baltimore comic. He was like, Mr. Mooney, I'm really honored to be on the show with you. I just want to say hi. And Paul Mooney turns and goes, hi, bitch. Bye, bitch. And just like turns back to his fucking drink.
Dude, oh fuck! It's crazy that he wrote for Pryor because I feel like they're similar in some ways, but I feel like they just would not like.
I mean, I can see
Yeah.
how Pryor would
Yeah.
make Paul Mooney ideas funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like you look back then, you're like, how much of that was true? Like, how much did like not Tony Clift, and how much did Bob Zamuda really write for Andy Kaufman? Like,
Yeah.
who's to really say?
Do you hear like Ari Shaffir's talking about all the people who wrote for Chris Rock?
Oh yeah,
Like
on Tim Dillon's.
Yeah, but like a lot of it makes sense because like when you look at those old things, a lot of them sound like they could be Louis bits.
Oh, a lot of Chris Rock bits sound like a white guy talking about black people.
Yes,
100%.
like, and that's probably why Louis like thought he could like thinks he can say the N-word.
I mean,
because
he
probably
could. He was doing it.
I know, but I'm saying like that's why people were probably fine with it because they're like, oh, he wrote Rock's act.
Yeah,
But
maybe. I
Rock
don't mean
is
that
still-
was. I don't think it was like public knowledge though.
Yeah, but Rock, I still like Rock, but it's disappointing to know like he had that many writers.
That's not surprising because I look at Rock and he's good on stage, but like I don't
He's
think of
not
him.
funny in person.
He's not particularly funny. No.
Yeah.
Damn, really taking down Chris Rock. We're
Yeah,
No,
fucked.
Chris Rock's first two
I'm
specials.
sitting this
though.
one out.
Dude, no, those first two specials are like the best of all. I think.
Oh yeah,
those
when I watched Bigger and Blacker the first time, I like walked taller for a week. I was so excited.
Dude, him and I think the three best specials of our time are those two and Kennison's first one. You guys ever
Oh,
seen
Sam Kinison. Yeah, Kinison. He gets bad so quick though. Like after that first special.
Yeah, no,
like,
but I was
terrible.
saying that's why the first one's so good because it's like never recaptured ever again.
Do you know? I watched the Cat Williams special from 2008, right after, like, as Obama was coming into office when Bush. I don't remember the fucking name of it. I'm not fucking with you. It's like one of the best comedy specials I've ever
We're
seen.
talking about
Cat
that
Williams
in
rules.
the
We were
car.
just talking about that in the car.
He's so unbelievably like fucking funny. He's so good at writing jokes.
booty holes.
Not even like, dude,
that
not even
motherfucker in booty holes.
I love the set design. Like,
Yeah, dude.
so much unnecessary.
Dude, I told him
he did one, his most recent special, he's in the White House, and he's got it rigged up so that he's in the White House, there's a bunch of pictures of him, and then there's rain on the windows. So there's just like water streaming down the windows behind him inside of this theater.
Yeah.
It's like avant-garde. Like,
It's like I'm in he does like 20 minutes on every city he's in. He's like
It's
I'm in
amazing.
Jacksonville. He has like 90 jokes about Jacksonville. Like the first like 20 like even though like it's probably not that appealing to like most people, I'm like holy fuck, how did he do that? Like
he
he's
did a great bit. He was talking about, he's like, politicians on TV, they come on, and they're talking about, are you worried about your finances and your stability? I'm like, okay, hang on. Do you care about your friends and family? Oh, this man knows me personally. Like,
he should start his
fucking.
he should start his next special just by getting beaten up by a 13-year-old again.
Yeah. That dude, it was, well, like, did you see, there's a great video of him just like, there's a fucking.
Respect your eldest, homeboy. Respect your eldest.
He was on some morning radio show where he was like making fun of, because there was a female radio host and he was telling her that she couldn't be a good mom because she had like a job.
yeah.
And he's like, do you cook for your children? She's like, I cook for my children. I make broccoli for my children. He goes, oh, this woman boils water. Like,
It's like, oh, what do you do with broccoli? You steam that motherfucker. That's all you gotta do.
and then,
That's all you gotta do, sugar.
and then she starts making fun of his hair. She's like, are you proud of your hair? Can I touch your hair? He goes, go on, old woman, run your gnarled fingers through my hair. So funny.
Dude,
Damn, we got to get him on the cast.
yeah.
Dude, oh, he would do it. Dude.
Have you ever seen his first television appearance?
No, what was it?
Dude, it was on BET. The first television appearance, he's in like one of the, you know, like how they would carry kings on like those thrones where like women would carry you?
Yeah.
That's literally how he started. He was just in a fur jacket. And it's
Getting
just,
fucking bar mitzvahed.
yeah. So he was carried on the stage. And his first thing was like, oh, look at Martin Lawrence up in this motherfucker. I was at this motherfucker's house yesterday. Woo!
I was telling you, I want to like
Just talked about Martin Lawrence's house for all 7 minutes. Crush
of a
it.
TV special.
Amazing.
And crush harder than anybody else because they have like the full thing. And just everybody else did like fine or whatever. Even like Kevin Hart was on the show and he did okay, but Cat Williams was fucking.
I want to do like one step up from that, where like women are just like lying down, making a walkway, and I just like walk across their backs to the mic.
Yeah, dude.
People are booing and throwing trash. I want to be the ultimate
man.
villain.
It would be. I would love to see you do an entire set where you're trying to like fend off the audience with a chair, like a lion in a circus.
They're my enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to like, you know how in like the Pimp Chronicles Volume 1, like it's not a skit or anything. Beforehand, Snoop Dogg just gives him advice.
Yes.
I want to do that, but it's like me and it's me and Cosby. It's Cosby on a jail phone.
Was there ever a Pimp Chronicles Volume 2?
I don't think so.
Dude, I fucking. There's a serious argument to be made that Cat Williams is the greatest living stand-up comic.
I think. I actually, well, it kind of depends. I think natural ability, I think so. But like actual like jokes, maybe not. But I think natural funny.
But some of his jokes in this special,
They're great.
Where does he work out? Like, does he do?
I feel like he started.
He's
in, like,
from
the,
Atlanta.
the Chitlin circuit, right? The
Yeah.
Atlanta circuit, like which, dude, you have to be. Every comic who starts in Atlanta is amazing because those are like
Monstrous.
the hardest crowds in the country.
Yeah, like
They-
Clayton English, Carlos. There's so many fucking good.
There's a guy who he mostly does DC and Baltimore. Oh fuck, what the fuck is his name? He's so funny. Ah man. Sarome Russell. You ever seen Sarome Russell?
No.
Sarome Russell is one of the best comics I've ever seen live. He would do like Dave Show for rooms, but it's because he started in Atlanta, where it's fucking. And I think he makes his money doing comedy professionally. He's part of a group called the Decepticomics. But like, dude would go up with no material and just like fucking annihilate. He's
Damn.
incredible.
Yeah, we were saying in the car like black comics are just so much funnier. It's like
Yeah.
so unfair. Like just like any regular black dude is just funnier.
I can't remember, you sound like Jerry Seinfeld on the Steve Harvey show.
What?
You ever seen when Jerry Seinfeld went on the Steve Harvey show and just like unprompted, he goes, "I'll say it. Black people are funny." He goes, "Black people are funny. They're funny."
Yeah, but he's saying it in a positive way. Though,
No,
'cause
he
they're-
is, but he's just it sounds like a fucking retard.
Well, 'cause
He
he
does,
has
yeah.
autism that was never diagnosed.
He's got Asperger's.
Yeah.
He thinks.
Well, I mean, it's not surprising. He fucking is concerned
I
about
think he
a
just
sock.
has money. I think he's like, I'm a little kooky. I'm a little weird. It's like, no, you're a billionaire.
No.
Yeah.
I
Your
mean,
brain is mush.
I don't know, dude. He was like, because like when he was like dating that 17-year-old, and he's just like,
that was pretty autistic.
Dude, I mean, I wouldn't know. Seinfeld is. I think he's got autism because
Yeah.
Seinfeld doesn't give a fuck about other people at
That-
all. Like
yeah.
he's just
That might be
Actually, I
above.
take it back. That's a weird, like, see, I have autism. Look at this pussy I have.
yeah.
Look at all this pussy I get. I'm weird.
Yeah. Like comedians in cars getting coffee is just like
it's him being fucking rude to waitresses.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding, dude. The majority of that show is like, obviously, a waitress being freaked out because a whole fucking film crew just came into their small ass cafe, and also they're waiting on Jerry Seinfeld and Will Ferrell and being filmed.
Yeah.
And so like when they there's one thing where she just like double checked that she's like, and you want like egg whites only? Right? He's like, yeah, I said that, and then she leaves, and then he just like does this to like Will Ferrell, like, can you believe this cunt?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I think somebody said he was like Long Island, like like Long Island trash, but in like the cunty way. Like he was like
totally.
he was like rich Long Island guy, so he just acts like a cunt to everyone.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's kind of like Cosby, but without the rape.
I mean, there's technically some rape in there, dude. He's got statutory to his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was like hot though.
Dude,
Well, you can't argue with that.
The boldest, the boldest thing that Jerry Seinfeld ever did on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee was he was with Dana Carvey. Dana Carvey they're in a guitar shop. Dana Carvey starts doing a Paul McCartney impression.
Yeah.
And Jerry Seinfeld's like, he did some event for Paul McCartney where he was like the master of ceremonies. He goes, I did a great joke where I said, Paul, I just heard that song. She was just 17, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Paul, we do know what you mean, and there are some policemen here who'd like to speak to you. It's like, Jerry, you literally did what he's singing about, you fucking
You're an
idiot.
infamous pedophile.
You are an infamous, retarded pedophile.
Man, can you imagine
Yeah.
just fucking Jerry Seinfeld? Just like how
What?
annoying
What's
he would
the
be.
deal with pussy?
Fucking Jerry Seinfeld, it's literally, he's like, I'm done. What, did you want something else?
No, he would just like get fixated
We're
on.
waiting.
He would
just
fuck
get
you in his white
fixated on
fucking
the most-
Nikes.
yeah.
You get fixated on the most smallest thing. It's like, why are you moving your eye like that?
I didn't know you were going to have so many moles. Get out.
In the middle of it, Michael Richard kicks in the door.
He's like, ooh, Jerry, can I say it
starts
now?
fucking you.
Can I say? Oh, Jesus Christ. God damn it, man. You dumb fuck.
All right,
boys.
We're at like
I
2
think that's
hours.
it. Yeah, let's wrap
I
up.
give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up portfolio showing growth. Fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, lubing up for the self suck. Oh fuck, I busted already. I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady. Now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right.